coming back up.
Oh, okay.
I'm just hoping
cool.
it doesn't
No worries.
keep doing it.
Not a problem.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, apologies, technical issues. We just had our stream completely drop out. First time I've had that happen, but managed to get it up and running as quickly as humanly possible. Now let's just hope that doesn't happen again. Issues with the OBS, I don't know. But anyway, as we continue qualifying with 3.5 minutes left.
It's still all the same up top, pretty much. You got Stickers first with his fantastic 121.167 there, and Sean in second, half a second behind him. Grassies 0.4 of a second behind him, and Jimbob 0.005 behind Grassies.
Nothing in it.
Absolutely nothing in it. And Womble in a nice, comfortable 5th spot at the moment as well, so a good run from him too. He's looking very consistent so far this season here in B, which is always good to see.
But faster jet. Thanks, Streetle. Never fun when that happens, first time, but quick recovery if it happens again. We'll start to worry then. First time I've ever had it happen. But anyway, faster jet in 12th and the Moff in 13th are the two final drivers yet to be introduced. But it's hotting up at the front end. There we go.
Yep, Sean's coming for his last set of pilot sports, just waiting for the traffic to go through. And
improvement from Grassies, who's moved to 3rd.
Yeah, Jimbob with all the do here. As he's got a bit of a train in front of him to try and navigate past in order to get his good lap in.
Is Stickers on a flying lap or is he on an out lap?
No, he's on a lap.
He's on a lap.
We'll just see when he comes up to the next interval whether he is on a good lap here. As he's got flat stick in front of him, hoping that it's going to be plain sailing through here without any troubles. See what he's got for us coming under the billboard here. Oh, he's 1 second down, so he's probably just getting the tyres warmed up here as he's about to do his flying lap. Or 2. I think they'll be able to do 2 laps here.
Probably fit another 2 in.
Yeah.
Sco starts to line himself up here, trying to get a good run out of the final corner.
Bishop whack up to 4, and Stickers comes in. That's a bit of a surprise there for mine.
Stickers coming into pits now. Yeah, he is. As Sco sets off now on what might be his final crack at taking this pole position, and that handy bonus point. The Moff improves, setting at 122.7. Buffer responds with a 122.6.
Meanwhile, Bishop Black has snuck himself up into 4th position there.
Yep.
With a 122.003.
On the trail of redemption, looking to improve, looking to rectify last round's, well, really a nightmare. So we rejoin Ghost. Unfortunately, finds himself in a bit of traffic here. One of those drivers being his direct competitor, really, isn't it?
He's up on his own lap, which is a good sign. Now the Excalibur's have moved out of the way here. Yeah. Now he's just got Stickers to grab a toe off.
Depends on how much time they sort of lost behind Excalibur here, but he could get a good toe off the back of Stickers. Looks like they're both going to be able to get one more lap in.
Nah, that's
cutting it fine? No.
That'll be it. Let's see what they both offer here. Oh, close.
Close. Got up to within 2.
21.404 from Sean there at the end.
Pick up Bishop Whacker, who's still on a lap here. Currently sitting in 5th. Only 0.084 of a second behind Grassies in 4th. Looks like the top 3 may have been finalised unless Bishop Whacker can do something about it. We've got Jimbob sitting in 3rd at the moment. It's a substantial gap from first to fifth. It's nearly a full second, nearly 9/10.
He's down here, 0.2. Don't know if this is going to make much of a difference or not here as he goes wide just in here.
That's 0.2 on the fastest lap, you're saying?
Nah, it's 0.2 down.
On his own
down.
best time?
Yep.
Right.
So I don't think he'll improve here.
So final corner.
Yep.
Round.
Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, I think that's
Course up.
his lap done. That's his lap done there.
Oh. There was another car just behind him there.
And that's Chase,
Chase.
Mr.
He's
CP.
He's done a good job there.
Yeah, 6th
Managing
place.
to qualify in 6th.
He'll be wrapped with that.
He will be.
But with his penalty, that will drop him down to 8th place with his grid penalty.
So
course.
I'll allow you to go off into the world of reorganisation, mate.
Yep, which shouldn't be too long.
Get that grid set up. Well, apologies for the little technical issue before, guys. Don't know what happened there. Just all decided to go to sleep on us. Managed to get it up and running as quickly as possible. Did see a few guys there making the call. Stickers for the win tonight. He's a popular pick. And just give us a yell, Pete, when you're ready to go.
Not a problem, mate. Just going to let him sit on there one quick lap and then we'll get that grid sorted.
Hold on. Of course, after this, we move on to the top class, the Ferrari class, in what should also be a fantastic race. And while we sort of wait for this correction of grid positions to take place, we may as well have a quick look at some of the points in the GT driver world. You can see here the bottom half, the Group B. Old Wakie sitting in a nice position, looking for an opening and a gap to break into the top group into Group A, along with Mr. Brent and Maverick. Hoping this is there. This must be the right points. Unfortunately, tonight we've all seen, well, we may have all heard, but we've got another round without DB007. Unfortunately, who's pulled up lame before the start of the race, and he'll be missing from tonight's grid, which is rather painful for counterpunch racing. But should still be an awesome race. Looking forward to that one. A few guys there looking for redemption as well. V8 looking for a better result, that's for sure, than last week. We have a look at the team points for that championship. Cornerstone Performance leading the way. Force Performance in second. Rounding out the top three, racing cars like Legends. That one's still a fairly close run affair, especially through that mid-pack there, running from sort of Dadson Racing all the way up to 5th. Lucky's Lawn Care. It's all very tight and a long way to go in this championship and a lot yet to be decided. But it's these middle rounds that are the important ones. Of course, next round we're off to Brazil for round 4, where we'll be seeing the return of Interlagos. Popular with some, not so popular with other drivers. It'll be interesting to see who manages to handle and tame Interlagos next week. Might even have a quick look at our combined points, which is to say everything added up. Group A and B, Ferraris, and this would have been probably, I might be mistaken, prior to the A-run races, but top 3 here. Lucky's Lawn Care and the sister team in the top 3, sandwiched in between Switchblade Sim Sports, which I may be right in stating has gone through a name change to Deeds Racing. Something along those lines. Correct me if I'm wrong. But as we can see there, it's a close run thing. Long way to go. A lot of racing to be had before we can confidently say which way that team's championship is going to feed out. Hopefully not too far away from a start here.
Yeah, mate. Almost done, matey. Almost done.
Able to kickstart us off, of course. His first 2 corners at this track. Will go a long way into deciding someone's race. It's not often you get a completely clean start and get a field of 14 through these first 2 corners without something going wrong for someone. We cross our fingers and hope that that's not the case. We hope they all get through nice and clean, and that we get to see some good, hard, close racing. But these first 2 corners will have a say in that. Sorry for the delay here, guys. We're just waiting.
Yeah, just waiting on me.
Slight little grid reset.
Yeah, just making sure everything is all
We
in.
want to make sure we get these things right. Nothing worse than rushing a little bit and getting it wrong and ruining somebody's race, starting them further back than what they should be. Of course, coming up next Thursday, while we've got a moment, guys, we do have our next installation of the micro sector. One aka Ghost and myself sit down and discuss all things S1 and plenty of things non-S1. That will be on Thursday of this week. Feel free to join us. Always something on of interest, competitions, prizes.
She's a big episode too.
Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Just been quietly listening to my own business.
No, that's all right. Good to fill in some space.
Right.
Yeah, so Microsector Thursday night, guys. We're going to announce Season 3 of Sector 1. So be all over that.
Absolutely. Big news.
All right, gentlemen, we are ready to rock and roll.
Sounds good
Right.
to me.
Have a good race, boys.
Thanks,
I'll see you
mate.
on the other side.
Thank you.
Oh. Let's get it on the road.
And they're off.
Beautiful. Well, you're probably listening in there, mate, just trying to build up a bit of tension for these first 2 corners.
Yeah.
Let's see if we
That's
can
what
get them all
that's-
through
that's what I
safely.
meant.
Send them some positive vibes. What's going on?
I don't know.
Potentially seeing 2 cars on the track, which is always a bit scary.
Hmm.
And a lot of cars still...
We might have to do a little bit of a can here.
Yep, alrighty.
Yep. PD doing its usual business here. No, that's even worse.
Alright. Let's get it reset up again.
Yep. Alright, let's try that one again shortly. Alright.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why we look forward to Gran Turismo 7, isn't it? Although that's likely to come with its whole batch of new and interesting
Batch of goodies, of course.
little glitches in there.
Oh, just...
2-horse race would have been interesting.
Alright, let's get this started again, shall we?
Apologies again, gents. We've just had the lobby go down, so we're going to have to reset it all again. If you want to grab yourself a drink or a snack, now's the time to do it. As a matter of fact, I might do it myself.
Yep, not a problem.
Oh,
I'll just
that's
get
all right.
this,
The glass is within arm's reach. Come over here, and it's got a bit of a dabble in there. Just give us a yelp once that's back up and running. The lobby's up again.
Yep. No worries.
Be interested to hear where some of our drivers in chat rate the Interlagos track, which is coming up next. Personally, I don't think I've ever had anywhere near a semi-decent result. It's one of those tracks where I just can't find time. It's a technical track. It's a driver's track, and not being a driver, it definitely struggle there. There'll be some guys, though, that'll be definitely looking forward to. I know my co-commentator, Pistol Pete, NASCAR, he's pretty handy around there. Womble, sorry for the delay.
Yep, it's just Polyphony doing its usual magic here, so we'll just have to do with what we've got, unfortunately. Fingers crossed we can get this race up and running as soon as we can do. What's going on here? Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to do a game reset here, so I have to close that.
Well, if you're going to leave us for a sec, that's fine, mate. Just do what you have to do.
Yeah, no, I just had to do a game reset there because it's just getting even better and better. So,
well, that's the thing, Streetle. It's we know the BMW anyway is a bit of an understeering sort of boat, and on a track where directional changes come thick and fast. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Haven't driven that car around that track without a tune, so. Yeah, well, I'd say tyres will be the issue there, wouldn't they? TJ Mount, the Ferraris around Interlagos. I could see a lot of sideways sliding and squiggling out of corners for sure. And again,
it's no wide corners like Maggie has quite a few tight twisty turns there.
Yeah.
So
those guys that have managed to tame
be...
the Ferrari, you know, and not have the car squiggle around too much will be the ones that do well. Saw something quite interesting on Twitter about half an hour ago, and I'm just going to raise it now because I'm going to push for it to be topic of conversation, our controversial topic of conversation come microsector on Thursday. It might not be controversial for some. I think I feel okay about it, but I just saw a rendition of the Australian national anthem. Did you see that, Pete?
Yeah, sure did, mate.
Sung in... one part sung in a traditional Aboriginal language and the other part in the usual English. Personally...
Yeah, I just watched that a minute ago, actually. I don't mind it.
I don't know. It stirred emotion for me. It was something that really gave it something special, which you want...
I quite liked it.
Yeah, you want your national anthem to produce that stir of emotion, you know. It was very interesting. We'll understand, obviously, too, if there are traditionalists who don't like tinkering with that sort of thing. That's understandable too, but... it's quite different. Any progress over there, Pete?
Yeah, mate, just got the lobby back up and just getting our combatants into the lobby, getting ready to sort this grid out one more time to get them racing again.
Going to push us back a little bit, but we've run through points for GT land already, so we'll be able to just skip out of one and into the other once we get there. That you still there, good doc?
Yeah, mate.
That singing of the national anthem, was that a recent thing?
I think it's the first time it's happened. It was at the
but it happened recently.
rugby. Was it the rugby?
Yeah, okay.
Must have been yesterday or the day before or something, I think it was.
Impressed with the players having actually...
They all sung it too. They all learnt it. It's really, really good to see.
Mm.
Just waiting for everyone to enter up. Alright, let's get it.
Don't take it too hard there, Petey. I've got lobby issues over on Ferrari land too, so it must be just a
it's all
Sunday
good.
night PD thing, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries, mates. No worries.
They're
got one
transitioning
guy
to
that's-
new servers for GT7 people. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You're a funny man.
Got to put positive
I've got one
spin.
car changing lanes and flag, and another car that can't get off the line. CB 19 there again from Death Cube Racing, still having trouble getting that Ferrari off the grid.
Right.
Yeah, so I watched him then just there with the HUD up and everything, and he's got it loaded up with maximum revs, and it just sits there and won't move, and then he gets a little bit of gentle bump from the guy behind him, and away he goes.
Okay. I think we saw a
So,
bit of that last week, was it?
Yeah, last time round for him as well in the
Handy little
in the
bump.
Ferrari race.
Give him a bump, boys.
So
Get him off
the
line.
boys from Red Mist have also put their hand up again for tonight to say, look, we'll give you a little nudge start, bud. So good to see the guys getting amongst it and getting the teamwork for the greater good, as opposed to leaving a guy stranded on the grid who can't race. So it's awesome to see.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, once again, apologies for the slight delay. We've had an eventful start tonight. We had a dropout altogether, and now we've had PD once again throw a spanner in the works, but I think we're starting to get it all under control.
Yep. Just Womble. Need Womble.
Be able to get it started within the next couple of minutes.
Yep.
If there is any other issues, there could very well be a nice big widescreen with a massive crack in the middle of it. I'll spit
Beautiful.
the dummy and just piff my controller through it.
Oh, good, mate. All good.
Scooter 82 has always been fond of New Zealand's bilingual anthem. A lot of people aren't. Our national anthem in New Zealand has 2 languages. Set up. Yeah. Yep. Okey-doke.
There we go. Shout out there to EBM Mitch there from Red Mist, who's actually said to me now that he's going to bump start CV Chris
Oh,
to
good
get
on
him
him.
off the line. Good on you, mate. Well done.
Just one more quick alteration to the grid, and we are good to go. Alright.
Thanks to all
Alright.
who have stuck by us here,
Let's-
guys. We're almost ready to go
Alright.
now.
Let's get this party started.
All right, lads.
Thanks again,
Have
mate.
fun.
Soon.
Thanks again for your patience, everybody.
Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road. We're about to set off what should be very interesting half hours racing. As the engines start revving, these guys will want a clean start, especially the 2 at the front of the grid. Done well to qualify out front. Want to keep it clean as they're away. Stickers has had a great start. So is Ghost as well. They actually have cleared away here. Should be able to get through this first corner quite comfortably. There is a bit of 2 wide, 3 wide behind them. Looks like most are going to get clean starts. So they make the way around Aria and through Toscana. It's Stickers showing clean pair of heels. Ghost already falling about 4/10 behind. Early pressure from Stickers out the front. Jimbob hanging to the back of Ghost. The top 3 have cleared away. Danger signs early for the rest of the field. couple there pussyfooting their way around NASCAR, making sure there was no contact. Best way to go. You just don't want to lose too much time early on being careful. You want to be pushing. So
Meanwhile, it's on here between Prewer and Grassies.
Yep,
here for fifth and sixth. Is he gonna make it done? He's got the job done there for fifth place.
He's made it stick.
Great start.
Well, Grassies isn't giving it up that easily.
No,
not an easy place to pass here, though. Yep. Excalibur. Oh, here we go again. Grassies up the inside of Pruski again. No.
Thinks better of it.
Good thinking.
Meanwhile, up the front, Sean's in the lead.
Noticed. Let's see if we can't get ourselves...
And on top of that, Jimbob's going to have it.
A replay. Stickers has run wide.
And also Womble has just had an off here. He's back into last place here in 13th, which is not going to do him any favours for his A-hopes here whatsoever.
In a tight fighty with Jimbob, side by side through NASCAR. He's managed to stay out in front of Jimbob, but now Bishop Wacker's joined in and made this a four-way fight.
That's giving Sean a huge free kick here, as he's already put a 1.4 second gap on the field here.
Keep an eye on that gap and let's see what Stickers can do about it. As now that top four start to clear away with a bit of a gap back to Pruski in fifth. He'll be stoked with that, Pruski. Although he's run a little bit wide there through final corner. And that's allowed Grassies through to take that fifth position.
Jimbob's gone wide through turn one there. That's given Bishop Wacker a big sniff here for the podium spot.
What it's also done is allowed...
It's given Stickers some breathing room here to try and chase up Sean.
That's it. They've lost the toe off the back of Stickers. There's Jimbob. Yeah, you might expect him come under attack. Coming in NASCAR. Oh, there might have been a slight touch.
Big touch there, but Bishop Wacker's thought better of it and he's backed off, so good on him.
Yeah, he had to get pretty harsh on the brake there in order not to make contact or not make hard contact, and that's cost him. That's dropped him now back into the clasp of Grassies. So this front end of the pack is maintaining contact with each other. Stickers in second. It's 1.1 seconds behind Go, so he's managed to take away 3/10. Jimbob in third, Bishop Wacker fourth. Now under intense pressure. Grassie's really starting to put the hurt on. He might have a bit of a look up the inside. Shows the nose. Breaks later. Takes position. Well done.
Terrific move there. Bishop Wacker with a crisscross here.
Yeah, Bishop Wacker managed to...
That's it. Back in fourth he goes.
Crisscross him and keep up his mid-corner speed and claim the position back. Fantastic battle.
Just got Pruski there just sitting behind this battle, hoping for a bit of a Bradbury here.
Here comes Grassies again up the inside, approaching NASCAR. And
he's gone 2 for 1.
Whoa.
Oh, where did that one come from, buddy?
Don't know about that one. I think he may have taken a bit much in that corner.
I'll give him A for effort for that one.
A for effort, A for courage. Not a very high IQ move.
That's why we love him, bud.
Oh, yep. Don't see that every day, that's for sure. Let's have a quick look back. We see Bishop Wacker now also... who have we lost up front there? No one.
It would be Womble, because he had an off very early in the running here, so he's 2.3 seconds behind Fasterjet there in 13th place in the half mist green beacon BMW racer. Or half mast, here we go. Get your glasses on, Pete. Far out.
These two are providing some fantastic racing at the moment. Bishop Wacker now applying pressure on Grassies. Pruski's dropped off these two.
See, Sean's just maintaining that 1.1 second gap there to Stickers. We would have thought Stickers might have been able to range right back up to him a lot earlier, you'd think, but he's Sean's maintained that gap, which is good to see.
Just watching now, Flatstick come under a fair bit of pressure from Excalibur, both sitting in 7th and 8th, a little bit further back. A couple of Sector 1 old school drivers at it again. These guys will have raced against each other for a long time now. There'll be no love lost there, though.
Oh, no. Perish a thought.
There'd be respect, but not a lot of love. Push back again. Bishop Wacker in the tow. Oh, geez, he couldn't get any closer. He might have even given him a nudge there.
Oh, very, very slight touch there getting into that first turn. They're just going to have all the time in the world here to range up on the grasses here, coming as they lead towards NASCAR.
Well, he's got the run here. It's just whether he pulls out or not. He has.
He's just going to blast down the straightaway here. The 5th place. 4th place rather. Here he goes. Job done. Got to watch out for the crisscross. No, he's got plenty of room to maintain that 4th spot.
Done it easy.
But Grassies though, don't count him out. He'll be back.
These two have been dropped off by Jimbob though. Jimbob now managed to pull ahead by nearly 3. What has he got?
He's in a bit of a no man's land spot here. He's got 2.6 seconds behind Stickers, and he's 2.4 seconds ahead of 4th place there, Bishop Wacker.
But Stickers has closed in 0.8 of a second now.
That's correct, yep.
So he's taken away a good 6/10 from the lead Ghost had, but they're pretty evenly matched for pace here. Yeah, it looks like most of these guys will be going for the same strategy, I would have thought. What did we all sort of run? Two-stop was pretty popular, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's being this track will wear your tyres out pretty quickly, so you just want to have that fresh rubber for the end. But a one-stop always is it's always a safe bet if you just want to mosey on around, conserve fuel.
Gave the one-stop a go myself last week. Didn't seem to work too well. I reckon most guys might go the 2, which means they're in that window now for that first stop, lap 7.
That gap has gone right down now. It's 0.3. Sean might be feeling a little bit of a pinch here. Possibly as they come to do their first stop, unless they're on a different strategy here.
Go back up the front again. Sean holding that slender 0.4 of a second lead. No, definitely not coming in this lap.
Oh, Sean almost wide there.
Yeah, he got a couple
almost
of
on the grass coming out of that last turn. That can be fatal if things don't go your way.
Well, we're sort of at the stage here where Stickers might just make the call, and we've had Grassie's pit, and just maybe conserve a bit of fuel now that he's in the tow. He's managed to close within that distance down and get full advantage.
Very well have a crack here on the back stretch here.
Yeah, goes punching a hole through the air for him. So
yeah, I reckon he might have a go here.
If he doesn't, I'd say that that's the plan at the moment. He's happy with the pace Sean's keeping, and be happy to just sit in behind him for now. 1:21.9, Stickers' fastest lap of the race.
To Sean's also a 1:21.9, but a 3:4 to Stickers'
nothing.
is 26. Very close indeed. So they are the two front runners by quite a margin at the moment.
Back through the field. They all managed to spread themselves out a little bit here. except for right at the back of the field here. Whoa! The Moff gets a bit adventurous. As we see the two Aussie Hampton cars, Moff, faster jet, currently sitting in 12th and 13th position, not a position they'd want to be. Obviously, there we go. It was Grassies. Oh no, Grassies pitted, so he's the one that's definitely
He's
on
on
a
two
two-stop.
stopping bottle. So,
Yep.
And I think the front runners are doing the single stop here. So they've gone again.
Not too sure how long Grassies spent in behind.
As we're going to see a move for the lead here now as they come down to NASCAR.
Womble
Stickers
there.
has just opened up the taps here and he's going to take the lead. Oh, Sean. Oh, big touches there between the two leaders.
Let's have a look at quick replay. So, ploughing down towards NASCAR. Stickers makes the move, clears. Oh, a bit of a strange sort of turn into the corner there is what sort of caused that contact.
Sean might not be pleased about that one, to be quite fair.
Yeah, it was a weird approach to the corner from Stickers. He kind of run deep and then tried to cut it at a pretty severe angle and really left Ghost nowhere to go. But they've got through relatively unscathed here. These two are definitely one stopping.
Yep.
So the car of interest to keep an eye on is Grassies, whether he can break into this top three or not. He's managed to find some clean air after that early stop. He was behind Womble for a little bit, but he's out in the clear now.
Womble's coming in for his stop here.
Jimbob all on his own, 3 seconds behind Goes, 5 seconds in front of Bishop Wacker. It's a bit of a lonely race at the moment for Jimbob, but
We've got a train here for 5th, 6th and 7th with Pruski, Flatstick and Excalibur. This always ends up being a fun battle between these three.
well, you've got 3 drivers there that are known for producing exciting moments in racing, put it that way.
Yeah, you can say that.
And when you see the lights flashing and the walls scraping and sparks flying off Flatstick's car and he's behind you, it's relatively stressful.
Meanwhile, Pruski here has got absolutely cooked fronts. I don't know how he's holding on here.
Here we go.
Chase
Had a bit of a look.
thinking about it.
He's a bit tidier through that quarter combination at Lambrusco. He's managed to close right up, might get a run into turn 1. These guys will be looking at pitting either lap 10 or...
Oh!
He's just...
Oh, a bit of a miscommunication there.
Yep.
Oh, both Excalibur and Pruski in. Here we go.
So we'll want to keep an eye. There's a stack of them have come in now. We'll want to keep an eye and see where they clean out in comparison to each other to see where Flatstick manages to come out in comparison to Pruski. Up the front.
Here comes
Ghost.
Womble, who's
He's not letting
had
go.
his pit stop.
Sorry, mate.
No, you're good.
He's like a dog with a bone at the moment.
Oh, Grassie's off. Oh, lucky he saved that.
Let's have a look and see if we can't catch that replay. We're on fire with him at the moment. 3 from 3. You beauty. There he is. Run wide coming off turn 3. Aria. And up the front, these guys are going hammer and tong now. Ghost is wants the lead. He's not happy just sitting behind him at the moment.
Oh, yeah, they come to the pit.
Beautiful.
Sean with a very good fuel save there. 33 kilos left in the tank if you don't mind. That could help him here.
And Jimbob in as well. They're all coming in.
Look at Flatsticky. He's going to have a great fuel save here. He's 38 kilos in the tank.
Ghost comes out with a 2-second lead.
That's big.
So he's made that fuel save work. We saw earlier, though, in the stint how Stickers was able to close not as big a gap as this, but From about 1.4 seconds behind, he managed to close the gap. So he's got his work cut out for him to do it all again. That was a fantastic fuel save from Ghost.
Grassies has managed to make his way to third place here.
Yep. Well, he's on the 2 stop.
Yep, he still owes us another stop here.
Yep. So he'll be looking at coming in around lap 14, 15. So in another 2 to 3 laps. So most of these cars around him will be on fresher rubber. Potentially heavier cars though, so it could even out a little bit. He's just got to try and tidy up the odd little mistake he's been making, which has the potential to undo all of his hard work. Jimbob in 4th, potentially I'd say really a 3rd still. And would you check out old Flatstick?
Yep, I was just about to mention that. He's come in 5th, he's back out in 5th place. He's done quite a good job here on his first race back.
Well, he managed to put a massive gap on the cars that he was competing with, which was Pruski, who's now fallen, over 2.5 seconds behind.
He's got big pressure here from Bishop Wacker, who's going to get him on the outside unless Chase has something to say about that, which he does. Shuts the door.
He can be the latest of the late breakers. Old mate Flatstick.
Jimbob is all over Grassies here.
Yeah, the fresher rubber here's got Jimbob closed up real quick. He made a lot of ground up there very quickly. And he's going to get the job done
there.
Yep.
Very easily. Oh, he's gone big wide. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, that's hurt. That's hurt big time. He didn't need that.
There's no need for it, really. He had it.
No, he had it done easily.
Yeah. Just little mistakes like that have been hurting Jimbob pretty severely.
Meanwhile, the gap to Ghosts and Stickers is opened right up. He 1.5 seconds.
Well, they came out at just on 2, so it's coming down.
Oh.
It's coming down, of course, with the fuel save.
I thought it was a little bit less beforehand, but that's all right, all good.
Now down to 1.2, so he's slowly reeling him in. Whether again,
yeah, not too...
Ghost is doing that trick of being able to conserve fuel while being quick. That would allow him to make, even further ground after the second round of pit stops. It'll come down to that fuel burn. Let's have a look at maybe some fuel statistics there.
Yeah, sure thing. So we got Sean in front with just over half a tank, and he's just put some wear on those new Pilot Sports. Whereas Stickers, he's got probably about 5 to 10% extra fuel than Sean does, and probably about the same fuel usage. Grassies, he still owes us a pit stop here. He's got heavily worn fronts, not so much in the rears, and he's got water tank left over. Jimbob.
Starting to cost Jimbob time too, isn't he?
Yep, and he's probably burning up all that fuel advantage that he did have when he come out of the pits, because he's used a fair chunk of that fuel. Yep, now he's got the advantage over Grassies here. Oh, no, he hasn't. No, he's ran a bit wide. But with Jimbob anyway, he's got in between 3/4 and half a tank of fuel and fresh rubber as well. Pretty much the same tyre wear as the front 2 as Grassies goes to pit now.
Yep.
And Bishop Wacker, he's just over half a tank as well, and pretty much the identical tyre usage to the front 3, as well as Flatstick. He's just under half a tank. Pruski, he's worn his fronts out there, trying to battle with the battle in the soup there, and he's just over half a tank. Excalibur, pretty much an identical fuel and tyre usage there. Maybe just a little bit of an advantage over Pruski. Womble in 9th, not too bad of an improvement over the mare he had earlier. He's up to 9th now, and he's got enough fuel to get him home, just over half a tank, and he's pretty much just a little bit more wear on his tyres compared to the top 5. Buffer, Kazi, Moff and Faster Jet are roughly the same on their tyres, except the Faster Jet And it actually just Faster Jet has got more fuel over the Moff, Grassies and Buff.
I know. Well, it was interesting that Stickers had a slight fuel advantage, may have put a bit more fuel in, which would have caused the difference in the pit stop time, which allowed Ghost to get this little lead, which he's now managed to maintain and slightly extend again, out to nearly a full second and a half.
Yeah, it's just all about maintaining that fuel now. You don't want to over-rev the car too much. You don't want to have to over-rev it out of corners as well, so just save every drop you can now, because you don't end up going in your last lap and you won't be able to make it all the way home and ruin any advantage you had earlier on running.
Yep, 1.5 seconds. Jimbob's still lonely here, sitting in third. Out in the middle of no man's land, but he'll take that every day of the week.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially after last week. Same with Bishop Wacker. These two have really redeemed themselves this week. Big stack of points.
And my boss there with the 5th place. Very solid effort, starting in 8th, and that's his on his comeback drive this season. So, yeah, good on him for that one, if he can hold it together. Pruski as well.
Yeah, he'll be stoked with that.
Shout out to Pruski there with the 6th place. Be stoked to hold on to that one.
Part of Pruski that would still want to get that spot off flat stick out in front of him, although he's run wide.
It's not going to help. That's not going to help his case there.
He's done that a few times. Bloody good performance from Excalibur too. This is a bit of a comeback drive for him too. He's had a tough season. Of course, we've highlighted the battle he's been having with his old man Moff, but he's got the better of Moff here, well and truly. And is pushing for a position at the front end of midfield, which is a great drive for him.
He's right in the soup here. You've got Grassies and Pruski either side of him here, as he's going to go for a run on Pruski here. I think he's going to get the job done with ease before NASCAR.
Doesn't leave it too late. A few guys have been unnecessarily late on the brakes. Now, Grassies will be looking to clear these two pretty quickly. He's on fresher rubber. He's on the 2-stop. And I would have thought that his goal would have been 5th. So he's got a bit of ground to make up, get past these two, and then a bit of ground to make up to catch flat stick. But that would be what he would have been aiming for with this 2-stop strategy. Is it well, mate, he's pulling away. He's got
a 5 point. Yeah, it's up to 1.8 now.
Yep. He's inching his way ahead here. He's really asking the severe question of Stickers here, and Stickers at this stage unable to respond.
He needs that. He needs that W. Gone down incrementally here, down to 1.6.
Just seems that Ghost has got him covered in that first sector, and they're pretty even in the second. But then again, in this third sector is where Stickers might have a slight edge on Ghost, but he's just eking away here. One mistake though, and could see that disappear very quickly. Needs to keep the focus, needs to keep everything flowing smoothly.
Oh wow, Stickers there with 1:21.6, so he's just put in the fastest time of the race so far. That might give Sean a bit of the heebie-jeebies there.
Well, he's still 1.8 ahead, which tells me Sean's done a 1:21 something.
Yeah, he's done a 21.79.
There you go. So he's responding to the pressure from Stickers. These two are evenly matched. There's nothing between them. Jimbob looks to be well and truly secure there in third position. Grassies is the one I've got a question about. So he's managed to clear Pruski as he now sets out after Excalibur. As we said earlier, his two-stop strategies enabled him to have much fresher tyres than those cars around him. Oh, late dive.
Oh,
Womble on
Pruski.
Pruski.
Oh, that's... Oh,
now-
Pruski's gone. Oh,
he's managed to...
Oh, in front of Buffer. Oh, Womble's off too. Oh, it's carnage.
Let's see if we can't get that.
Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Pruski was on an absolute dream of a race there.
And boom. Fortunately, managed to collect the crazy one in the process.
Meanwhile, up front, it's down to
regress.
1.2.
Okay. So Stickers continues
just
to
ever so slightly.
ask the question. We got 3 minutes to go, which is going to say, what do we got? Probably another 2 laps after this one.
Yep.
It's going
Going
to come
by
down to the
the
wire.
A race is about 22 laps. Yeah, absolutely. Stickers again with the ever so slight fuel advantage over Ghost here. So
They're both pretty well fueled till the end, though. Is there any conserving needed to be going, you reckon?
you there, Claude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, my controls on the fritz here, but yes, it'd be close. It'd be to the wire, I believe, even on fuel too. So because they are just about probably a third of fuel left in their cars, so they're gonna be pushing it. I believe it's third.
0.4 again.
If my maths are correct.
So, penultimate lap here.
Yep, this will be the second last lap. Sean's
And
just eked out a bit more again.
Yeah, mate, I'm going to go out on a limb and say unless Sean does something a bit silly,
It's his.
it's his to win now. Stickers would have to produce something remarkable. And you would think that at this stage, the best of the car has been used. It's behind him now. The tyres will be on the worst side of worn.
They're on the fuel light, the both of them, so watch out. This will be a tight one. Sean just eked out a little bit more there. He's 1.5 up now.
6, yep.
Jimbob in a lonely third place there, 16 seconds behind the leaders. But like you said, he'll be stoked with that.
And looking back again, sort of Grassies has managed to clear Excalibur as predicted, and now putting the herd on flat stick. That's the position he would have been aiming for all along, so he's got himself one more lap to clear flat stick and claim that 5th position. Bishop Whacker, meantime, he's managed to put in a solid performance all on his own there. As we rejoin the top two, these two, at this stage, it's going to be a hard-earned win for Ghost. Another one for him
He's
to
on
add.
vapor. He'll be on vapor here. He's got to be careful. They're both on vapor.
Well, they'll be coasting in the corners. The problem is he'll have to worry about Stickers behind him, that he can't back off too much, although he has a little bit here. They've both had to, essentially.
Yeah, because I think Stickers has actually used.
In
He's
as much
actually
trouble,
lost any
yep.
advantage he's had here. He's in fact got even less fuel than Sean, so Sean should just be able to just coast home here.
That's experience for you.
Yep,
Managed.
Stickers is gone. He's actually out of fuel.
Right.
But it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Well done, Ghost.
Sean.
Great win.
Well done, son. Good job.
Fantastic win. Fantastic second from Stickers. Made a hell of a race of it. And Jimbob will claim that 3rd spot on the podium. Bit of a lonely race for him, but he did everything right. minimal mistakes, third place, big bag of points.
And coming home in 5th, meanwhile,
Bishop Wacker 4th, flashing lights, be stoked with that. And has he managed to hang on? He has. Old mate Flatstick just made the car wide
how's
enough.
this bloke?
Flatstick in 5th, just in front of Grassies, and a great result there for Excalibur 2 in 7th. The crazy one. Respectable 8th.
Needs to hear the unlucky stories of the race here.
Yeah,
Pruski and
it was
Waffle.
Yeah, Pruski, Womble, and then a lap down for the Moff and Faster Jet. Hell of a race. I'll get you to give us a quick run through the final places there, Pete, before we skip across.
Yep. So we got.
I'll do it too.
You want to go for it?
Yeah, I'll got it. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
So Ghost with a fantastic win. No mistakes, rock solid. Fantastic race between him and the Stickers from start to finish, really. They exchanged places maybe 3 or 4 times, but it was that pit stop and that fuel save that managed him or allowed Ghost to skip away and just get that break he needed and managed to hang on, really, and in the end extend to an extent and keep Stickers at bay. Jimbob solid 3rd, Bishop Wacker 4th. The return of the flat stick, good one, old fella. He managed to get himself a 5th there. He'll be stoked with that. Grassies, the 2-stop strategy. Kudos, gutsy. Well done, mate. Tried something different. Almost made it work. I reckon if he had got flat stick that last lap, he would have been stoked. Excalibur 7th, Crazy One 8th, Buffer 9th, Pruski 10th, Womble 11th, and the Moff 12th, and Faster Jet 13th. As we now skip across and join the good Doc in Ferrari land. Good Doc, how are you, mate?
G'day, lads. How we doing?
We are good.
So, Ferrari land.
Yeah.
Housekeeping for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We have had a late entry to the lobby for one of our drivers, so he has missed all the test starts. That is the MountainGoat, the kid.
Uh-huh.
So he will receive a 2 grid spot penalty post-qualifying, so be prepared for a slight delay
Yep,
where I reset the grid. But other than that, everybody else is in. We have potential question marks over CB for the race start.
Righto.
Because he's having awful trouble getting his car off the grid. Has done, but we've got a couple of guys putting their hand up that are assuming they're going to be further back down the line. So they're assuming they're going to be behind him. They're going to give him a bump start to get him moving. And we've got a question mark over... we got here Mr. Tyrone with a slight lag issue tonight, so
right.
we'll be keeping a close eye on him tonight. He's asked to be bumped out of the lobby if he becomes too laggy, but otherwise, yeah, we're all there.
Thanks for reminding me there, chat. Driver of the day for the BMW Group B race. Throw it up there at the moment. Flat stick, hands down. Well done, mate.
Yep.
How's that? P5.
No question about that. He had a ripper race.
And how's your stomach feeling? Pretty solid there, good Doc? Because our mate Ghost has managed to come through with a win, and trust me, we're going to know all about it for at least the next 6 months. But no, he drove well. He drove the perfect race tonight.
Both himself and Stickers had a really good race tonight. That was some good battling towards the front there.
It's a bit of an announcement from Ghost. He's gone, I can match you and I can beat you, which is going to bring that Group B alive.
Well, it just shows the power of saving fuel. In the first stint there, he come out of the pits with a fuel advantage and a bit of a gap and gave himself some breathing space.
So whenever you're ready, mate, set these boys away.
We are all on track, so I will set them off for qualifying.
Sounds good.
15 minutes in the setting sun of Lake Maggiore. Beautiful evening here in Italy. Ones to watch tonight.
You beat me to
we got V8. V8 has been quick all night so far, but there's been a couple of guys just around the back bump of his car. So we've got Maverick, he's looking pretty quick. Good to see for me tonight that the Bad Doctor's looking pretty racy as well in the Black Light Ferrari. And Karen is not one to be ignored there in the Dean's Rainbow Warrior.
Well, he's leading him out the Bad Doc.
Come on in, Pete, mate. There's one space available for you because we couldn't fill that other car, so you're welcome in anytime you like.
Well, that's a bit of a spanner in the works for MountainGoat, but you'd expect him to be able to... What's that? You'd expect him to be able to overcome that grid penalty.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. We haven't seen a lot from the Goat this season so far. He missed a round and he had a quiet race, and now he's back, and he was late in the lobby tonight, and the lobby was running with you guys, BMW Land, running very late as well, so he had all the time in the world to be in here, and he missed 4 test starts and a lobby reset. So unfortunately, it's a 2-grid top penalty for the FPC Amwash Ferrari tonight.
Penalty.
Yeah, there was probably a 50-minute window where he should have dropped into the lobby and just wasn't there. So, yeah, the reason we do that, guys that are watching are going, why is this guy getting a penalty for not being there before the race? What? We do test starts to test the lobby and connections for the drivers and make sure there's no lag. The drivers are expected, there's 3 test starts, and the drivers are expected to participate in at least one of them if they have a good connection. If they do not do so, they get a penalty. It's just so when we come to race time, we don't have a guy skipping all over the road because we weren't able to test his connection, being Australia and being a Sunday night. Obviously prime time internet time for the rest of the world with Netflix and whatnot, so we don't ask a lot from the guys, but we do ask them to be in the lobby in time for at least one test start, and unfortunately the kid didn't make it in, so let's hope he puts it up the pointy end of the field in qualifying.
Realistically, 2 grid spots isn't a massive penalty.
It's not a lot, it's one row. It's one row back from where you're qualifying, so you qualify first, you start third. It's not a big deal.
Yep.
Get a good start and you split the leaders.
Your driver here, Black Project, has allowed a bit of a gap for himself. He's come out a bit later and given himself some clean track, not looking for a tow.
He's coming in tonight a little bit more confident than round 2. He had wheel issues for round 1. He was on a DS4. Round 2 was on a hybrid G27 and his pedals and got himself on the grid with a wheel that wasn't that great. And now he's upgraded himself to, I believe he has a Fanatec wheel now. I'm just double checking. We've done a lot of talking since then. I'm trying to skip it. Along with his, he has a Fanatec wheel now. Along with his pedals that he already had. So hybrid version 2. As the first laps are coming, MountainGoat goes straight to the top. He does what he needs to do with a 20.8 first lap. That is massively quick. What a lout lap.
Wow.
Karen there with the 21 flat as well. That's the fastest I've seen him go all night so far. So he's right on the ball. CB Chris has given himself a really, really good start with the 21.2 as well. So that's fast as well. As we know, he's got a little bit of a start line issue, so he's probably going to sleep on the line. So I've let everybody else know to prepare for a car that's going to be sitting stationary until we can figure out what to do with that. Just the Adam there with a 21.3. He's been awfully quiet in early practice tonight. Yeah. So good to see the Red Mist car with its brand new spanking bright red livery there for, can't read the side of it. Red Mist Windjammer is the new bright livery on the Red Mist cars. So both the Red Mist cars have got new liveries tonight. We've got EBM Mitch there in the green one. It's Grappler for Red Mist. So Green Beacon varieties there on the cars this round. Looking great. Good to see.
Chat to throw up some pre-race predictions for us as to who might be the winner of tonight's race. Who's your prediction there?
Oh, V8 there goes to third with a 21.2.
I am going to make a prediction, and I'm going to go out on a limb, the 100 to 1 chance. I'm going to go V8. I reckon he's going to hold it together for more than 2 laps.
It's been a running joke within the admin, especially that our mate Troy there has awfully good 1 lap pace and good qualifying, and then just falls apart in the race. So hopefully that doesn't happen again tonight. As Old Wakie there shows up into third position. He's been coming on strong this season. Had a very quiet start to the season, but It's really good to see one of the Aussie Hampton cars up the pointy end.
He was very prominent in the last race, wasn't he? You'll be able to back it up here. That'll announce him as a player when it comes to this B Championship. Berry probably a little lower than we'd expect. Berry in 8th.
I'll give him some time. I think he's well, it's a 21.7 though, like for 8th position. That's a pretty decent lap.
Yeah.
Just shows how close these guys are. He's less than a second from the lead,
19,
and he's in 8th. Hard Soft making his debut for the season tonight in round 3.
Oh, okay. Jordan
Missed
returns.
a couple of events earlier in the season.
Yep.
So good to see him up and about and back. Mountain Goat improves again to a 20.6. So far so good for Mountain Goat. That's what he needs to do. He's just torturing the back end of Maverick's car there. Karen's just come out of the pits on fresh boots as well in P2. Waiting to see Maverick, and I'm waiting to see Berry fire because they've both been in the low 21s, high 20s tonight.
Let's jump on board with Maverick.
I know the bad doctor currently 10th won't be happy with the 21.9. He's been in the 20s as well.
Midfield's tight.
Right, I'm back.
Lambrusco.
Kids. People that have kids.
And
all the parents
corner.
out there will understand what it means.
Just still riding on board with Maverick here. He's about to set a time. How quick? We're about to find out.
It's an outlap.
So keep an eye on Berry
It's an
here
outlap.
too.
Ooh.
Berry is the next one. Oh, he's done a best sector.
Boom.
Where
There
he
you
goes to
There you
7th
go.
with a 21.3.
Not bad.
So he's just over half a second off the lead there in 7th position. So it just shows how close together these guys are. You've got to go back as far as Hardsoft to be outside of a second. Black Project now just gets in front of him with a 0.9 off the lead. So he's in a 21.656. So these guys here in 9th and 10th are doing laps that the BMW boys will be dreaming about.
Oh, yeah. And they're all sort of, well, Berry's only 0.065 away from CB, who's only, and Berry then's only 0.61 ahead of Maverick. Oh, there he goes. Can I change my prediction? Just saw old mate V8 put a nice spin coming out of NASCAR.
Keep an eye on Old Wakie here, guys. He's almost 0.2 up on his personal best here. He might be in with a chance of second place here.
0.2 improvement will put him in front of Karen, put him in the front row.
That's what he wants. Get himself up
He's
front.
even further
He's
up.
been quick off the start too, Wakie, in the test starts. He's been pointing up around the front end of the field. the cursor watch group are picking on you again. There, Claude.
That might cost him.
Yeah,
That
he's
might
running.
cost him.
Maverick to 3rd.
There
Penalty.
it is. Yep, there
Yep.
it is. Oh, it's unlucky. He was on a very good lap there. That was probably pole.
Maverick up in the 3rd is the news. 121 flat, essentially. And then Berry comes
Hardsoft
in.
goes to 10th. Nice work.
Berry in the 4th.
Black Project improves again to 9th. He jumps Hardsoft again. Those guys have changed positions the last 3 laps in a row.
Okay, so the fuel loads are getting light.
Well, we got 6 minutes to go, which is good for another 4 odd laps.
Yep.
Cars are nice and light. Most are around half a tank now for fuel. Freshish tyres on most of them. This is where we see party time activate.
Is the goat on an outlap, or is he?
No, he's on a lap at the moment. He's got Karen tucked under his back
has.
bumper. He's doing everything he can do here to get on the front row. He's right under the back of the goat.
he's
They're
getting
both
pulled
down on their
along.
laps though. This isn't the lap they're going to go pole on, I don't think. Tyrone with the 22.2 there.
Just a tad off the pace there in the 22s.
He's been having lag issues all night too, Tyrone, so he's not got a lot of practice time. Maverick's going to go quick here. Oh, not quite. So he does a 121 flat to stay 3rd. Oh, Berry quietly went to 4th there too.
Yeah, no, I announced it a little earlier. He's in the pits now.
Oh, good work.
So, fresh tyres, and he'll have one more run at this. Probably get another 3 laps in, you would have thought. Wakie in as well. Let's have a look at V8. Probably coming in. No. Is this an outlap for V8, or is he...
V8 is on an outlap now, so he's on his way on a fast lap. At the moment, just interestingly, MountainGoat and Karen have changed positions on the track, so... I don't know whether they've actually done anything to each other or whether MountainGoat's just backed out of it. Just trying to keep up on what he'll come through second split now. Karen is down on his lap slightly. I didn't grab MountainGoat's one.
A lot of late corrections in V8 at the moment. It's not looking smooth. Still fighting that car.
Final sector for Karen. He's right on the line here, guys.
Good run.
Yeah, good exit from that turn there too. It's a great exit there out of the final
this
corner.
This is going to be a good lap.
Yeah, it's going to be a great lap.
He's improved.
That could be enough for pole for him though. With MountainGoat getting shifted dark side. Bad Doctor goes to 5th. That's what we want to see. And he instantly gets chopped by Adam, who goes to 2nd. That's provisional pole for Adam there for the Red Mist car. Because Goat is obviously 2 grid spot penalty looming over his head, so he's at best 3rd position.
Would leave just the Adam and Karen on the front row.
Front row, yeah. Would that be the first pole position for Red Mist Racing? Question mark?
Good question.
Chat? Help me out, guys. Great lap too, is it 20.7? Maverick's on an outlap as well, so he's leaving his run nice and late. Barry's tucked in behind Adam, he's currently 5th. Darkside 6th.
Wakie up on his personal best here.
Wakie 7th at the moment, so he's going to go up. We need to see Troy lift now. V8's got to pick up a spot or 2 here. He's back as far as 8th.
That entire midfield is so close.
They're very close together.
We're talking about less than a 10th.
Yep. You look at you go down the splits and look at them, they're crazy, aren't they? Karen's in the pits.
Wakie might be a top 5
Yeah,
here.
Wakie's handled turn 9 and 10 very well. Very good line, nice and smooth. Gets a good run out of this last one.
A couple of these guys are going to roll the dice really late.
How early can get on the throttle? Early.
Done.
Buried to 4th.
Oh, this might be a very good lap here, guys.
Here it comes. Can he score?
Second. Provisional pole.
That's provisional pole for Aussie Hampton Racing.
What a lap. By .0082, it's a minuscule gap there between Justy Adam and Wakie.
Oh, the Moff and crew there at Aussie Hampton Racing. That'll be their first pole position too, I think. Maybe. Oh, did Clinty Go-Go get one for him a couple of years ago in the Merc? A couple of seasons ago?
Sounds
right.
Chat. Sounds right.
So, yeah, if Adam gets it, it's definitely going to be a first-time pole position for Red Mist. Old Wakie for Aussie Ham. Great to see these smaller teams starting to really get amongst the top end of the field.
Is this Karen coming through to complete a lap here, or is he just...
Nah, he's on an
outlap.
He went in really late and put the car... This is his turn now. This is all he can do. He'll have one go at it. No pressure at all there for Karen.
Up to 5th from Maverick.
Nice work from Maverick there.
What's Berry got for us here?
MountainGoat improves again. So he's still 3rd.
No improvement for Berry.
Black Project, what's he got for us here?
He's on his best sector as well. He just did a 21 flat in 7th. What's he got? Goes to 5th, knocks off Maverick.
Good lap, 20.809.
Just getting around with Karen at the moment. Not heading down the back straight, heading towards NASCAR.
Waiting to see that second sector split for Karen to see where he's at. This is his only chance at a lap. If he boxes this lap, he's not going to be able to go any higher than 4th.
Used all the track on the exit out of NASCAR. He's now... This will be his final lap.
This is it. That's all he's got. Tyrone there with a 121.6. Nice lap.
0.18
He's up on his best. That's going to be enough. That's going to be enough for pole, guys. Adam's on a purple sector as well. Can Karen snatch it and then get dumped again by Adam? Karen's got enough for provision for second, which is actually going to be pole position. Old Adam is on a purple sector, so he could knock off Goat anyway. Karen goes to second.
Pole. Here we
Pole
go.
position.
Now we've got
Karen,
Wakey.
Wakey and Adam are the next two in line.
No improvement.
Here comes Adam.
Adam.
No
Doesn't
improvement.
improve.
No improvement.
Walkie.
Nah,
Currently
Wakey, no
third.
improvement.
No improvement. A lot of these guys have boxed their last laps up, so Karen's going to grab pole.
There you go.
Meanwhile, we got V8's on a purple.
Oh, hang on.
Hang
Can
on,
you ruin
hang
it for
on to your
everybody?
hats.
Come
on
on!
to your hats.
Let's go! Here it comes!
Come
Where
on.
is he? There
What's
he
he
is.
got?
Got him.
What has he got?
Front straight, let's go!
10th.
Oh, no.
Front row. Front
Second off the
row.
grid.
Well done.
0.06. How close do you
All
want
right.
it?
So these guys have to take a quick breather now
Yep.
while I reset the grid very quickly. So the race will actually start itself in a second, and then we'll go
Well, that qualifying had
round
everything.
again. It did. Great qualifying there. So it'll be Karen from V8, then MountainGoat off the line. As I'll quickly grab this screenshot of the grid. And then red flag the race.
Race predictions chat. Who have we got? I said I wanted to jump off him, but I'm back on him again. V8. Come on, son. Wow, nice V8 from 10th to 2nd. From 2nd to 10th. Hopefully not. Well, it's going to make it interesting having the kids start from the second row. He's not going to be able
It's going to be all about the start.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to skip away as he would have otherwise, or wanted to otherwise. He's going to have two cars in front of him to deal with into what's a fairly short straight before that first corner. And
Settings.
anything can happen once we get through that. Brocky calling it Goat, Karen, V8, no particular order. Sit on the fence, why don't you?
Alright, just get these guys to enter for me. And I'll set the grid as fast as possibly can, guys. It's been a night for it tonight.
Has? Yep, hasn't gone as smoothly as we would have liked, but all under control.
We'll get there. That's how these things work, unfortunately.
Fence is comfy.
Right. Just waiting on one lad E to join the grid for me, please. Then I can go about setting. Where is he? There he is. Beautiful, he's in. Okay, I'll just set the grid real quick and we'll be ready to rock and roll, guys.
Good.
So, Karen from Pole.
Yeah, he's
You'll be happy with that. That's job one done.
and he should be. He's probably not at his, the season he might have expected from himself. But this is goes a long way to starting to correct it all. Pole position, possibly a race win, and next thing you know, he's up there with the leading bunch again, which I'm sure is what he's really wanting to do. He wants to be racing against the top group there. So far, as you say, stage one complete, but he's got some competition. The kid's looking quick. He's got himself a penalty here, which has put him on the second row of the grid, but he did qualify fastest. Then,
Alrighty. Just double check, make sure that grid is right. Karen from V8 on the front row. MountainGoat and Old Wakie off the second row. Just the Atom and Black Project RX-7 off row 3. Maverick and Berry out of row 4. Hardsoft with a fantastic top 10 qualifying in his first event back. And the Bad Doctor off row 5. Then it's CB19 and the other Tyrone off row 6. And on his own on row 7 is EBM Mitch. So we are ready to go.
sweet. is going to be good.
All right, are we going to get drama in 1 or 2, guys? This is where it's going to be.
Fingers crossed for a clean start.
My notifications are lighting up.
Can't see lights from this angle, but we just got to assume that they're lighting up.
You're about to go now.
They're away. 50 minutes of racing. It's all to be decided. V8 with a fairly quick start on the outside. Can he claim that inside into turn? No. Karen's run deep. Allows V8 through. Yes.
Yeah, nice work. That crisscross through the second half of Tiramisu, it gets you. You go in too deep, and the other guy can get under you.
I think Kat just miscalculated a bit there. And just
look at him in the background here. They're 4 wide. Who's it? It's Black Project, Old Wakie, Berry, Maverick. They're all. Look at this 5 wide down the straight, guys. Look at this down the hill.
Don't do this.
Not into NASCAR, guys. Come on,
boys.
Two black cars are on the very inside of the track here.
We're going to try and go one. Daytona, guys. Come on.
Oh, they're all through. They're all through. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Is this MotoGP or Ferrari Competizione here, mate?
Maverick just flipped around the front of them all.
Wow,
just said, I'm claiming that corner as they sort themselves out a bit.
That was insane. So it's V8 from Karen from MountainGoat in 3rd, Jussie Adam 4th, Maverick 5th. Great start from Maverick. Wakie there's fallen a little bit back to 6th. Black Project stayed 7th. Bad Doctors went up 2 spots to 8th. Berry's slipped back to 9th. Hardstop stays in the 10. CB19 with that bump start from whoever was behind him stayed in 11th there, with the other Tyrone in 12th, and EB and Mitch 13th on the back of the field.
Top 4's managed to skip away from the rest of the field. Karen's under intense pressure. The kids.
Yeah, the kids putting pressure on.
He's seeing V8 skip away a little bit here, and he'll be wanting to make sure he doesn't get too far ahead. Early pace from V8's impressive. Out to almost a second.
This is what he needed to do too. Get himself into a rhythm and get himself a bit of space. This little battle pack behind him now is getting intense for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Adam's just got on the back of MountainGoat as well, so they're going to go 3 into it, the back end of the circuit here. Down towards Como Capo.
On board with the kid. Closes right up tight. Under brakes.
He's looking the left and right. He's definitely filling up Karen's mirrors there. Karen's definitely on a bit of a renewed vigour here tonight too, to get a good result for the renamed Deeds Racing, previously Switchblade.
I think he'll be a bit annoyed having given up the lead in the way he did. He didn't make V8 work for it. He just handed it over. An early mistake, but look, there's a long way to go. He can redeem himself from here, and he's in a solid 2nd. Just the pressure now he's coming under from the kid. How long can he withstand it for?
Battle here, guys. So 8th, 9th and 10th. So the Bad Doctor, Berry and Hardsoft having a bit of a ring-ding-dinger back here. So the Bad Doctor slipped back a couple of spots, so he might have had a bit of a mistake further back. We've got one way off the back. Tyrone, he's had a big lose there somewhere. He's 10 seconds off the back of the field. That's a shame.
Oh, here we go.
Just keep doing your laps there, Tyrone.
Run up the inside. Berry on Hardsoft. Gets it done. And Bad Doc takes advantage of it and sneaks in too. Says I'll have a bit of that. Poor old Hardsoft.
Berry's come alive in the Ferrari this season. He's really showing some pace.
Yeah, he's starting to come to grips with it, I think. The feisty one here is the Bad Doc. He's making a nuisance of himself here.
Oh, Hardsoft tries the inside run.
Oh, thinks better of it there.
That was brave.
It was going to be tears in that one.
Hardsoft, the question marks on Hardsoft tonight, how much practice he's done in the Ferrari over a race distance too. It's well and good to be fast in qualifying, but on worn tyres. Haven't seen him race this season yet. Look at this battle for 2nd. These guys are getting a bit cute here too. Look, they're actually reeling in V8 a little bit. He's 1.2 seconds. But these guys here in their little battle.
Oh!
And look at...
Unfortunate there. Who have we seen going around? Bad Docs. Spun on the exit
bugger.
of 2. Just got a bit
I'd be upset with that.
That's unlucky.
Bit throttle happy there. Got on it a bit early and just... Ferrari just said, no, don't like that.
Nope. Sorry, brother. Stay in it, mate.
So Berry now in clear 8th. Back out the front. V8 is 1.2 seconds ahead.
He's maintaining. But these guys here, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, are just starting into that stage where they're getting a little bit too cute. And you see Maverick now starting to close the gap. He's 1.2 seconds and closing. And he's just gone purple through Sector 2. This is not someone you want chasing you down. Maverick is very, very quick, and he's not afraid to stick the car down the inside.
Just the Adams all over the back of the kid, so the kid can't just focus on what's in front of him at the moment. He's under pressure himself.
Hard soft. Excalibur in the chat, the hard soft has done bugger all practice, had hardware issues.
Jeez, look at Maverick just hit it.
Maverick goes fastest.
20.9.
Yep, 20.9 there. What a lap. I think Adam's on for a run here for 3rd position shortly. He's getting sick and tired of following the kid here. He's just giving a little bit of a rough up through turn 1.
Well,
and Karen's starting to get a little bit of a stretch of a gap there now.
Maverick was the latest of the late breakers into NASCAR when they came in 17 wide. And he's managed to close up to the back of just the Adams pretty quickly.
It's 0.5 a second now. Mountain Goat covers to the inside, Adams on the outside. Maverick's right on him. He brakes really late in it. Jeez, he brakes late in NASCAR, doesn't he? And just behind them two, you got Old Wakie and Black Project having a bit of a battle too, with Berry starting to close in on those guys.
Well, this has allowed Karen to skip away into a bit of space in the second.
Yep.
Allow him to just focus on potentially closing the gap to V8 as Maverick gets a bit slidey coming out of... We're looking at Honehead. And loses a little bit of ground to the 2 in front.
Yeah, Mountain Goat's got his hands full at the moment as Adam is closing in. Has a look at the inside, just tucks it back in. He closes right up under brakes there into tiramisu.
What are we thinking strategy-wise, boys, with the 50-minute race? Are these boys going to be chopping it into blocks of 7, or are they going to be going longer than that?
Looking at fuel usage at the moment for the guys. Mavericks used a lot. And then Berry's used quite a lot as well. So everyone else is around the same. Tyre wear isn't really much of an issue at the moment either. Wakie's got the inside into NASCAR. I think he's going to get it done. Tucks him and holds him out wide there too. So good position change there for the 3rd position there.
Just missed.
Set him up.
Try and catch that.
It just ran him out and then popped him up on the apex there, so Mountain Goat couldn't get the crisscross.
The end of it. Used a lot of the apex, but got it done.
Yeah, it seems Apolophone's given the guys a little bit of a free kick through NASCAR this season.
They noticed that one.
The corner cut penalty's been really lowered down because it used to be quite severe to get across NASCAR too shallow. Oh, V8 with a huge slide through the final turn there.
We saw one penalty handed out in the BMW race, and that was through turn 11, Lambrusco, where a big chunk was, can't remember who it was now, but you can still get caught out by it. You definitely don't want to try and take too much advantage or get too greedy with it because you'll get caught out.
Well, Goat's a bit slidey out of the second turn there.
Yeah, tyres are starting to go off now. Look at this at the front. Karen's closing in on Troy. Yeah, V8's rear tyres are starting to look really tight, and Karen's are looking pretty good actually. So he's set himself up for the long run. And the Goat too, the kid, he's got tyre troubles as well, and out of 4th position in the FBC car. So Maverick might have a look at him. Oh, Adam with a bit of a slide.
Wide, yeah.
It looks like in the background there, Black Project's got around Wakie now, and he's in 6th position, 3 seconds from the back of Maverick. He'll be keen to get himself up towards the front as well. He's had a self-confessed rubbish season so far, so he's not been happy with his results.
Old Wakie might be a bit disappointed with how far back he's fallen here. Put in a magnificent qualifying session.
Black Project with a big slide. Just caught. Oh, it's on here.
Oh,
Maverick's on down the inside. Oh,
big
had a look at Mountain Goat there. Mountain Goat straight to the pits. He first to blink. I'll keep an eye on it, see what he does.
Oh, Karen for a move to the lead. He's got it done.
Good job.
Let's have a look.
Goat just took tyres, guy. Only tyres for Goat. He's going to come out in 7th position behind Wakie.
Long way back there. V8 must have got himself crossed up here. Oh, no. Oh, that was forceful. Okay, wasn't what you'd call the cleanest pass. But
Look at Adam too. He's closing in on these guys.
he's got it done.
He was a long way back, wasn't he?
He was a long way back. Be interesting to see where these guys rejoin after their pits, whether this early stop from Mountain Goat's going to pay off or not. Where's he looking in relation to traffic here?
Well, he's 6th at the moment. He's just cleared Old Wakie already.
Yep, so he's got himself
Behind
a bit
Black
of
Project.
clear track there. That's not bad for him. Nothing major.
Interesting to see what'll happen now when when V8 gets back up onto the back of Karen here.
Yeah, those rears for V8 are starting to play up a bit. Squiggling around on the exit of most corners.
I think he'll be along the lines of, well, that's how it's going to be. Then I'm going to shove my car down the inside too. Then we'll see how this goes. As Adam now is closed right up on the back of him. Look at this.
Yep.
V8's wide. Oh, it's a loose.
Yep,
Can he catch it? Oh.
He's having a bit of trouble now, sort of gauging
caught
how
that
much
grass
throttle
then.
to give it. You know, it's on a fine edge. It's probably going to get past here.
It'll be here, yeah. Walkie's going to go down the Adam's down the inside now. Here it comes. Down the hill.
Just holds the outside.
That sticks with him on the outside. Stays with him. That's going to get him the inside to the next turn. Through Curva Alpha, turn 1 of Curva Alpha. This is a double apex turn, so turn 1 to the left, turn 2 to the right. Stays in front. That's a good bit of driving there to stay in that there.
Could have easily tucked in behind, tried to crisscross, but he would have given up that inside line to the next
he's
corner.
deep in the corner couple.
Squiggle. Oh, too much wiggle. Again.
These guys bleeding time now, though. They're bleeding time with this. Look at this.
Yeah,
Maverick's on him as well.
Right up to him.
He's got a pit here, V8. Needs a new set of boots. Look at that. Look at that. Sideways. Yep, he's coming. He's trying to get in.
He's trying to go in.
ugly.
Oh, no, they get together.
Oh.
I think the pit lane entry just saved them all then. That would have been just catastrophic otherwise.
The goat comes cruising down the straight, and he's popped out in front.
He
1.5 seconds.
Adam's in second. Adam jumped Karen. He didn't take fuel at all. Karen took a splash. Berry's 4th at the moment. So Berry's come out of there from early stop. He stopped at the same time as Goat. V8's 5th. Wakie's 6th. Black Project 7th. Where's Maverick?
Maverick's
8th.
a big loser there, 8th.
He took a big drink of fuel though, Maverick.
Yep.
Yeah, he took a big drink.
How did we go with V8? Did he take much fuel on board?
Karen, did he get that second place back here?
He did. V8 took a big drink as well. So at the moment, the unfueled cars are Atom. Berry's way low on fuel. He's over a quarter of a tank. He's in deep trouble for fuel at the moment.
It's an interesting gain of position from Karen there. He'd be in the heavier of the two cars, having taken fuel on board. So that's a big gain getting out in front of Adam this early stage of the second stint.
It'll be a big confidence booster for him too, because he knows that Adam's quick.
The only problem is we've got the young fellow who's cleared out by nearly 3 seconds. Although,
Mountain Goat though is less than half a tank of fuel. Yeah. So he's trying as fast as he can to try and build a gap here now. He's doing 21 though, so he's not extreme pace at the moment. Maverick went quicker with a 20.9. Impressed with Adam tonight so far.
Been a very impressive drive. Berry now, as you said, probably out of sequence here.
He's way out of sequence. He's under a quarter of a tank, so he's taken that.
Wakie took a massive lunge here on V8 and it's put him in the grass.
Oh, no.
V8's
no,
gone again.
V8's
Oh,
wide.
no.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
there
no.
it is.
Lap 11. Shame.
The mid-mount engine curse continues for V8, unfortunately. He does not like that car at all.
Oh, big late dive coming from Black Project on Maverick. Pulls it up. Maverick's the one that's interesting here. He's the one that took most fuel on from that leading pack.
Yeah, so Black Project's on half a tank, and Maverick is on just shy of 2/3 of a tank.
Yeah.
So he's heavy.
Well, it'll all play out. We'll see who's done the right thing here. Is it MountainGoat with next to no fuel? Is it Maverick having taken on the extra fuel? One advantage MountainGoat's given himself is clear track.
Yep.
Nobody to deal with, yep.
No battling. Mind his own business.
Although, having said that, if Maverick handles the traffic well, he can use that car in front and pull some quick times, getting dragged along. So, what was that last lap for Maverick then?
Maverick just did a 21.5.
Okay, so probably...
Traffic issues for Maverick though. He's got Wakie in front of him there as well, and Black Project behind him, so he's not on his optimum line. He's covering a little bit as well.
The kid is putting the hurt on. 3.5 seconds to Karen now. He's pulling away, who's got his hands full with just the Adam.
MountainGoat just did a 20.8.
20.866. Fastest lap of the race. Wowee.
Karen just did his fastest with a 21.1. And Adam did a 21.3. Adam's been consistent though. He's in the 21s for most of the race. Lap 5 he was a 22. Lap 9 he was a 29, which was his pit stop lap. So he's been very consistently quick in the 21s. Karen as well has been in the 21s for the whole race except for lap 9, which he pitted. MountainGoat has been in the 21s every lap except for laps 5 and 7. And he's just did a 20.
Adam's very smooth on that throttle. Very precise inputs. No corrections. And
Barry's in, out of 4th.
He's driving a very conservative race at the moment. He's happy where he is, Adam. Just glided into turn 1. He didn't do anything drastic. He's taking good care of that car, and it might come back and favour him later on in the race in this battle against Karen.
Alright, so Barry's come out in position number 8. After that stop there, he took tyres and fuel. He's gone to just over half a tank. So he's doing short and sharp stints, trying to keep the car in the
peak,
in the grip window.
Yeah.
So he's banking on the other guys overstretching the tyres and falling off the road, I think, to keep himself in it.
3 seconds.
He'll probably do an extra stop.
Down the road, hard soft.
Oh, Black Project! Oh, Wakie, they're fighting again, these two. They're going to try and go side by side through Curva Alpha. Not through there, please, gentlemen. Now he's going to try the lunge at Corner Capo. Here it comes. Does he go to the inside? Camera angle doesn't change fast enough. He does not. No. Oh, Wakie there with a big walk. Big walk through the corner.
Yep. Crab walked it all right.
That's the thing about these cars. They tend to wobble the back a little bit if you push them too hard.
Here goes Adam for a run on Karen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he's thought
Not
better
quite.
of it. He did flash the lights though coming into the last corner.
Trying to unsettle Karen a bit. D's versus Green Beacon too.
V8's regathered himself here, boys, and he's closing up quickly on the back of Black Project and Old Wakie.
Stay in it there, Troy. Keep in it, mate. As we saw last week too in the BMW race, young Benny there for Blacklight was, I think, 9th or 10th going into the last lap, and he ended up finishing 6th.
There you go.
Because the guys in front of him all ran out of fuel.
Yep.
So if you stay in it, you never know what'll happen.
You race to the line, that's right. Is it impressive from Black Project though?
It is. He's in a new wheel combo tonight, so he's very happy with the car at the moment. Happiest he's been all season, so expect some results from him for the back half of the season at least.
He's hurrying along a very quick driver, and he's right on that bumper. Couldn't get any closer.
He's leaning on him hard, isn't he?
Yep. He's asking all the questions. Does he do? Yes.
Yeah.
No. Has a look.
Wakie there went very deep there into the run into Capo. Black Project's very smooth on the exit of the final part of that little corner combo there, though.
Yes.
Gets the nose in nice and tight. gets a good run into the
Oh,
final.
bit of
Just grabs the
grass.
grass a little bit there, which wiggles the back end, and that just writes all that good, good corner
Yeah.
exit off. Adam and Karen are at it again, 2 and 3. Where's the goat going for? So the goat is just about on the fuel light, guys. He's 4.3 seconds clear at the moment, but he's got a long stop coming up at some point later in the race, or an extra stop. So
Yeah. So logic would tell you
Question
that
mark.
he'll have the unhealthiest of the cars in that last stint.
if I was him now, I'd take my medicine now while you've got a 4.3
Yep.
second gap.
Yep.
Take the long stop now. That way, at least if you race yourself back up to the leaders in the next stint, you're even with them through the pits.
Adam in a second.
Oh, second place change there, guys.
Yeah, no, we caught that one. We were with him. Just in a NASCAR, just got the run, got it done.
Nice work.
Don't know about you blokes, but I look at those green tyres on that red car and your initial reaction is, what are they doing there? But I like it.
I like it. I like a little bit of flair.
Yep.
A bit of something different.
Yep.
And we all know that Red Mist Racing loves a bit of flair in their liveries and a bit of something different. So it's great to see a little bit of personalisation still coming through.
Yep.
But with the brand really well advertised on the car now too.
Starting to get a bit dangerous here. Mountain Goat skips out to 5 seconds now.
He's on the light, guys. This will be it. This will be the lap where he goes in. Walkie's gone through the pits as well, guys. He's in at the moment, actually. I'll see what his fuel load looks like. So he's just under half a tank now. So he's doing something similar to Berry as he comes out behind him as well.
V8 starting to hurry Black Project though.
Yeah, he's closing in.
After his little
They're
error
both
there
closing
on
in on
the
Maverick.
exit. Yeah, he made that mistake, Black Project, on the exit of the final corner, and he's still paying the price for it here. As V8 now in the tow closes right up.
That's all that can happen though, isn't it? You get a little bit on one lap, you just get a little bit loose and the car gets a bit funny, and then suddenly it doesn't feel right. And
Yeah.
every time you try to turn in, you can't guarantee it's going to grip, and suddenly your lap times start to drop off, so you try to go harder and then you make more mistakes, and your whole race can unravel from one incident.
And that's where, you know, you're seeing the guys that are experiencing success and those that aren't. You know, unfortunately, once that tyre wear becomes pronounced, a few guys are just really maybe expecting too much, trying to maintain lap time rather than slowing down a bit and keeping it on the black stuff.
Well, that's the difference between the guys that run in the midfield and the guys like the Cyborg and VLX and those guys there that can race a car for the full length of the race.
Of where the car's at.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't... Obviously, they're human, so they do well. We're not sure if they're human, but they make their mistakes, but, you know, they can drive around the fact that they've made a mistake.
V8 run wide.
Same corner again.
Best corner to do it, though, that one, isn't it?
It is.
He's lost
from it.
no time at all, really. That is the corner. If you're going to have a slide and go off, that's the corner to do it.
Just have a look through the back end of the field here. Wakie in 8th. Hard soft 9th. These guys back here have spread out a bit. EBM Mitch in the other green beacon, which is green.
Great looking car, that. Looks fantastic.
Beautiful.
CB's had a bit of an issue there somewhere too, because he was further up than that, and he's dropped back to Bad Doctor's 13th and a long way off the back of the field, so he's had a big problem.
He's had an issue.
Another one that's been very vocal about not liking the car either, so...
No visual damage I could see on the front end of it.
Well, he's had a lap that was outside of 2 minutes.
Wasn't
lap
a pit
9,
involved
so...
there? He hasn't decided to do something different? Well, he's over a minute behind, so something drastic's happened.
He's doing a lot of laps in the 22s as well.
Okay,
but this little battle for the lead now is
we've had the stop for MountainGoat, which is
sixth position.
Yep, you had him to take the lead. Where is MountainGoat come out?
Interestingly, though, guys, Adam's on the fuel light. Karen is not.
Oh! Big slide from the kid. A little bit uncharacteristic. V8 did lose it in front of him on the exit of turn 2, which may have distracted him a little bit. But an uncharacteristic error there from MountainGoat. And unfortunately, he V8 sliding back through the field as once again late in the stint on those worn tyres. He struggles to hold that The reins on the Ferrari.
The lead is now 1.2 seconds.
Big
Adam.
slide. Big slide.
There goes that lead. Now it's back out to 0.7, 0.6 is going to close up. They'll be in the pits this lap too because Adam is on vapour.
Right.
Karen is not though. Karen's got just shy of a quarter of a tank on board still, so he's going to be really good. Look at this, 14 versus 2. Maverick's in as well. He's going to have 11.
The goat now on the exit. Catches a bit of grass, gets squirrely in the final corner, but ploughing down the front straight now.
V8 goes with him too, stayed out on the fuel light, interestingly.
Yeah, he's got himself a lead.
Adam's come out in front of Karen again, so Karen's overfilled a little bit again, so he's just taking that little bit of extra fuel every time he comes through.
So they've managed to bring that gap down from 5 seconds to 3 on the kid.
Maverick lost a lot of time again. He's filled right up. He's using a lot of fuel, Maverick, because he's filling up to 2/3 of a tank, near 3/4, and only getting as much distance out of the car as the guys in the lead on half a tank. So
he'll only probably see an advantage from that on this last stint, hopefully, where he only has to throw in a bit of a splash and go. But
well, he's using it though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
like he puts extra fuel in and then uses it up. Yeah, because he's no better off than the guys around him, and they're coming out now. Adam and Karen have got, Adam has got just under half a tank, and Karen's got just a little bit over half a tank in his car. So these guys here get the same mileage out of that than what Maverick's doing out of 2/3 of a tank. So
a little bit of a feeling here that Karen's getting a little bit antsy behind Adam. I think he's looking to clear position.
I don't reckon he is. I reckon he's going to sit and wait and wait and wait.
V8 in.
Yeah, V8 was on vapor. I don't know why he went around again, to be honest. But he's still in the race though, V8. He's going to be around the back of the top 10 here. But again though, the last of the pit stop guys, car's going to be freshest.
Yep.
He'll be battling against Back Project and Maverick, and
you know he can produce times on the fresh tyres. So if he only got a short final, big mistake. Adam, he's managed to hold it.
Best corner again to do it. If you're going to have a mistake, do it on the outside of Aria before you get to Toscana. But Karen now down the inside. He's going to make a move now. Get it done.
Oh, he's done
on the
it
run now, very deep. Adam tries to crisscross. Karen breaks on. See that? He pulls up on the apex. Doesn't let him get that inside run. The crisscross is savage at NASCAR.
He somehow managed to clear Adam completely with about 50 to still go to the corner. So he blasted past him then.
That's the power, though. That's the power of that bad exit out of Aria through Toscana. You don't get the run. It takes you all the way to NASCAR before you have another chance to accelerate. The car's practically flat through Toscana and then down the hill. So if you screw up that exit out of Aria, you're going to suffer all the way down to NASCAR.
Hate to say it, but told you so. He was getting antsy. He wanted to clear him. Just that the body language of the car was saying he was looking to go faster. Whether he's able to now pull away or not and close up to MountainGoat.
This will actually play into Adam's hands now too, though, because he's fuel compromised. So this will actually be good for him to get a bit of a tow.
Yep. An opportunity to do perhaps what Karen should have done. Yeah.
But again, though, 4.5 seconds to MountainGoat, who just went fastest again with a 120.859 there on lap 20. Another stonkingly great lap. This kid's going places.
Yeah, he's starting to stamp his authority on this.
He really suffered early in the season. He missed round 1.
Yeah.
I think, round 1. Had trouble in round 2. And he's really screwed himself out of Group A for the season because he was a contender for Group A.
He was. Might not have had it all his own way in Group A, but would have definitely been right up there. But he's showing the way tonight. He definitely drove a conservative first stint. You know, he was happy to sit in that third position, which he had to start from as a result of a 2 grid spot penalty. Didn't do anything silly, didn't try to rush to the lead, just sat in third and allowed the race to happen. But once they came in for that first pit stop, he was gone.
Yep. Well, We've got Karen and Adam there fighting for second at the moment. Wakie there is out of sequence. He's on the fuel light, so you'll probably only go around this one last time and then go through the pits.
Maverick at the
Which
moment.
you'll look at Maverick though.
Yeah, coming under
Currently
pressure
fifth.
from Black Project still.
Yes, that was a 2-second gap.
Both
they're
of them
wide.
both run wide.
That was a 2-second gap after the pit stop, so Black Project's done a bit of work to catch him up. Just looking at fuel usage, so Black Project's actually used quite a bit of fuel there in comparison to Maverick, who did overfuel, as we remember, through the stop. So Maverick's just gone under half a tank now, which is what the leaders had when they came out of the pits. And Black Project is just on just over a third of a tank on board at the moment. And V8 there, currently just over half a tank. Position number 7. He just won his fastest lap of the race with a 1:20.955.
Just showing how quick he is. That's bugger all off fastest lap of the race, but mistakes have now really... He was up there with Black Project and Maverick not long ago, and he's now 7 seconds behind him.
That extra lap in that last stint hurt him a lot for track position as well.
Yep.
But Old Wakie's going to be in now. I'll just keep an eye on him here and see what he's doing here in the Aussie Hampton car. Interesting strategy he's on at the moment. 20 minutes to go. Another pit stop. I reckon you go to about half a tank.
Fairly
Just under half he went.
uneventful race for Berry in 8th at the moment.
So Wakie splits him, gets out between V8 and Berry.
In 7th. Hard soft. If there's one thing you could characterise or use to characterise hard soft's driving is he drives within the car's limits. It's rare that you'd see him make a horrible mistake. He's able to gauge where the car's at and just drive within those limits.
Pass for 4th. Black Project takes Maverick on the inside of NASCAR there.
Yeah, once again, that strong run out at the top of the straight pays dividends.
Maverick though, he's hustling the back bumper on the way to corner capper.
Hey, this is impressive from Black Project. 4th is 4th.
Yeah.
This is an impressive field, and
it's a legitimate 4th position at the moment too. He's on the same fuel usage as Adam is, who's currently 2nd. Actually, he's 2nd again, so he's jumped Karen there again.
Maverick having a look on the approach to 1. He's going to get it done.
He'll get this. He'll get it done
here.
here.
On the outside though.
Black Project goes wide. He tries to go around the outside. Stay on the outside of him. Not quite. Sometimes you dive right in there. You dive right in there really deep and try and hold the outside line to get the second half of the corner inside line.
Yep. No.
Doesn't always work.
Maverick carried the speed through to the second one, to the second corner.
So yeah, so back to P2, you guys. Adam's passed Karen again. Interestingly.
Yeah, these two.
Change positions again. They're just chasing someone at the moment. It's just in front of them down the road. Looks like Tyrone, lap car coming up ahead of him.
And the goat's gone.
He's 5.8 seconds clear now. Getting awfully light on fuel again, but I don't think it's going to be an issue now. He's punching out ridiculously quick lap times.
Does he come in this lap?
I reckon you go around again.
Yeah.
He's not on the light yet.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
he's lost it!
He's lost it!
Bang!
He caught grass on the entry.
Oh wow!
Has he damaged the car? I think he has.
He has.
Surely.
Funny damage. Oh, this is going to unravel his race. He's low on fuel compared to the guys behind him.
Can he get around again?
Oh yeah, but he's way out of sequence with these guys too. So he's just lost that advantage of the gap.
Absolutely. But
that's a huge lose.
There's no risk of him running out of fuel though.
Nah, he's not even on the light yet.
It looked like it was just a bit late making the decision coming in.
Yeah, he second-guessed himself. I don't know what happened there. The problem he's got now, though, is what's he do? He's a second clear of the guys behind him. He's on just over the fuel light. These guys are fighting for second again now. Look, carrying down the inside. But these guys are around a quarter of a tank still.
Yeah.
So they've suddenly got a massive fuel advantage on him.
Yep. No, he's just...
Karen's got over a quarter.
All the hard work back.
Karen's in the box seat, guys. One thing he's very lucky about, though, with that incident is he caught the slide, and as he hit the wall, it burned his penalty for him because he had half a second penalty for crossing the pit line.
Notice
and
that.
the game gave him it back when he crashed into the wall. He said, "All right, you can have your penalty back," and took it off him.
Now these
Otherwise,
two
he would have
behind
had to
him
burn that too.
need to be
They're all
smart
going to go in
about
now.
this.
They'll dive in. Surely they'll dive in. No, they're going to go around again.
Just don't want to do anything silly at this stage, though. They've been handed a get out of jail free card here to get right back into this.
Lap car
Traffic
coming
in
out front of
front.
them. Looks like it is
Further complicates
CB.
things. Got
He
right
gets
out,
well
of the way.
there. Great job, CB. Awesome work there, mate. Got himself really wide on the exit. Just stayed right out on the outside line. Well, this has lit this race right up now, ladies and gentlemen. Goat there in the front of the field. Worn tyres, low fuel. With two cars right behind him, they're in much, much better shape.
With just Black Project managed to get himself in front of Maverick
Yeah,
again.
those guys are still going at it.
They're still going at it.
Maverick's done another run down to
Oh,
NASCAR
here
now
we
down
go,
the
Maverick.
inside. Black Project tries to squeeze him
Yeah,
towards the
Goat's
other.
gonna
Too
be-
Oh,
late.
geez, he really did hold him out wide, didn't he?
He tried to.
He did. Did well there, Black Project.
Good racing from those two. They'd be laughing too, I reckon. Maverick loves the Ferrari. Everyone knows that he's a Ferrari nut there. Absolutely loving this season in this car. And they have another look. No, not quite.
The kid will be on vapor here coming into the
Yeah,
pits.
he is. He's on absolute fumes. And Karen smells blood in the water too. Look at this.
Yeah, he's close
chasing
right up.
He's sliding every corner.
Boys, I forget
He's
who
sliding
Maverick
again.
is, don't I? As in, that's the way you enter pits.
Yep. Slide your way in there. All right, I'm going to keep an
Much
eye on what he
better
does
effort.
here. Does he change up his strategy?
Boys
14
in
minutes
pink
to
get
go.
to work.
Fuel in this. What do you reckon for the end here, guys? 13 minutes to go. 2/3 of a tank.
That's a lot. He's still fueling.
Is it 2/3 to the end of the race we're here?
Oh, wow.
2/3 of the tank.
Three
3/4 of the tank.
Is that what he's done?
He's going to try and get to the end. Surely that's going to get him to the end.
Well, it's advantage to the two boys behind him now.
Well, they're like
They've got
Adam,
the
not
choices.
so much. Karen, oh, they're side by side down the hill again. Adam on the inside, Karen on the outside, into NASCAR. Karen
done.
goes right out wide, sets the car up, tries to get the crisscross underway.
Nope.
Adam got through there real quick again. He's on the light too, though, so he'll be in this lap. Karen should go with him, but he's got a huge fuel advantage there. Maverick and Black Project are still going at it in the background. Unfortunately, they're bleeding themselves away from the leaders by fighting and fighting and fighting, but they'll be having a time of their lives there at the moment, I reckon. This will be it. This pit stop's going to be what leads the race here. What are Adam and Karen going to be able to do? Karen could theoretically come out in front here, in front of the Goat, with the fuel usage difference as they go in. This is it. This is the race. 16 in the tank for Karen. That's a huge saving. All right, tyres on, fuel going in. Oh, look at the difference he's got to everyone around him. V8 flies past. Karen's mobile. He's on his way out.
He's going to come out in front of the kid. He has.
He cleared him.
He has. So is
Comfortably
Adam.
too.
Yep.
Where is the kid?
He's
How
just
far back
taken
is he?
turn one
Oh,
now.
there he is.
Yep.
Okay, so Adam's light on fuel. He's just over half a tank, so he's going to be touch and go to get home on that, I reckon. Karen's on exactly half a tank, so these guys know better than me. They reckon half a tank can get them
Enough
home
to
in
get
12
them
minutes. That's brave. That's brave pills right there. That means that the kid can push all the way to the end. And he's 0.006 off his fastest lap, which is the current race lap record. So he's on massive pace. He just did a 20.8.
Well, well done to Karen here. He's
done what he needs to do.
He's got control of the race here.
Mm-hmm.
It's his to win, his to lose.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you need to, this is the time. 11 minutes to go. Go and have a pee and strap in, because this is going to be one heck of a finish. Karen currently 1.4 seconds clear of Wakie, who's second. These guys will both go to the pits now, I think. Troy's going to go in out of third. In he goes. Adam fourth.
Wakey stays out, so he's wedged
Yeah, he's the
himself
cork in the
between
bottle
these
at the moment.
leaders. Yep. I think he's
He's
just
on the fuel light too, so he should get out of the way here in a second.
Oh,
Well, he
Jesus.
won't, but
Probably
he's-
not doing
he's gonna-
Adam much of a favour here.
no, it's 2.1. Karen's bolting. It's 2.1 seconds. He's just put the foot to the floor. building himself a lead. Yeah, Walkie's really starting to hold Adam up now. Should get to the inside now in the fresher rubber.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Maybe a quick little hand signal out the window there.
Yeah, the single figure salute I reckon would have been coming out that window.
How you going?
Thanks very much for that. Look at Maverick at Black Project again. Down into NASCAR. Maverick on the inside, takes it again. Black Project tries to crisscross again. He's going to put him on the outside though. On the run into Lambrusco.
Is he brave enough?
Not Curver Alpha, sorry.
No, can't do it.
That's not where you want to do it.
No.
He's going to set himself up for corner capper though. Trying to get the inside here. This is the run. Nah, not quite. That's a brave corner to dive on though.
This has been one of the battles of the year, to be honest.
Yeah, they're even throwing home marks at each other. Karen's 1.9 seconds clear.
Wakie's pitted, which clears them out of the way. Now it's left our top three to just straight battle it out. 1.9 seconds. The lead.
MountainGoat doesn't even. MountainGoat doesn't even shift out of fifth on the front straight. He's revving that thing so hard.
Right.
There you go.
Well, he's got the fuel advantage over the other two, hasn't he? He can afford to do it.
He does.
Whether he knows it or not, who knows? But it's all in front of him to do. Is he good enough? Is he quick enough?
Maverick just did a best first sector too. He just did the best lap, Maverick, with a 120.765. That's going to snap that extra point. Thanks for coming. What a lap.
Glowing brakes.
It's a great shot, that braking run into NASCAR. 1.8 seconds for the lead now. Adam is starting to close. Very quickly, very slowly, but he is closing in. But keep an eye on the MountainGoat as well. He's pulled 0.5 a second in on the leader. So he's 3.3 seconds off the lead now and closing in. This is going to be a grandstand finish. There's three cars going to be battling for the end of the race. Two cars are question mark for fuel. Karen and Adam are both going to be very light on fuel at the end of the race, whereas MountainGoat's going to be completely fine, but his tyres are older. And the World Championship for fourth position is on again between Black Project and Maverick.
How old are the current set of tyres for MountainGoat?
So MountainGoat's tyres, looking at the lap times, went on lap 26. So they're fairly old now.
Lap 7's about when you start to see it go. So he's about a lap away from that.
But I can see the wear on his left rear now is starting to come on pretty quick too. As Claude just said, as they start to go quickly too. So he's probably got another 1 or 2 laps in the goodness of that tyre before he's just going to try and drive around it. There's a little wiggle there out of NASCAR. It's telltale sign the tyres are starting to go. The lead now, 1.3 seconds in closing. So Adam is trying to throw everything at this race now to try and catch up to Karen.
Lot to think about for these guys. They've got to keep that fuel gauge in mind.
Yep. This is where the psychological stuff starts too. Karen now will be looking at that lead whittling down going, do I push harder? Do I just try and keep it straight? What do I do? He's low on fuel as well. He's on a third of a tank now. Adam is just a little bit more off for fuel.
Okay.
Karen, MountainGoat now just under half a tank and closing in. 1.1 seconds now to Adam. He's closing in quickly. He just did a 21.1. There's 0.5 a second faster than the 2 leaders that lap. He's in this race still, the GOAT. This is going to be a three-way battle. Morgan Davies says that Deeds Racing have now fired their fuel guy from Switchblade and have got someone new, which is good to see. So they reckon Karen's good to get home on the fuel he has. This looks like the bad doctor just a little bit up the road there from him. He'll look in his mirror in a minute.
Reoccurring nightmare for them to have to go through that again.
I think the bad doctor will jump out of the way though. He's pretty good like that.
Can only hope
a little bit of a wiggle.
Those fuel numbers right down at Switchblade or Deeds.
That said too, Karen has just accelerated away again and he's just brought the gap out to almost 2 seconds. Adam had a little wiggle there. His mirrors are starting to fill up with GOAT. That's going to be getting to him. He's used to looking in front now. He's looking in the mirror now a bit more too.
Yeah, you start to wonder whether he's starting to think about second more than first. How can I hang on to second position? Yep.
Look at the lap record, guys. V8 there, currently 7th. Just did a 120.6. Ghost spotted it first. Give him some TV time. There he is. Not a bad recovery considering how rough his middle sector was.
It was, yeah.
He's gathered it up.
Maybe one of those drivers that'd benefit from shorter stints and never getting onto that really worn tyre. Just seems to cost him so much. Whereas when he's on the fresh stuff, he's so fast.
All right, the leaders have caught Bad Doctor now. Karen has him. Start flashing the lights at him and say, get him out of the way. Bad Doctor moves to the inside and puts the hazards on, lets him go. Great job there from the Bad Doc. He doesn't want to get involved in this. Need to slow a bit more than that, son. There he is.
More.
That's it. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He doesn't want to get himself in that situation.
Karen's doing all the right things at the moment.
Yeah, he's maintaining that lead. It's 1.5 seconds. So they are closed in on him again, but you can tell he's lifting a little bit now. He's trying to save fuel. He's coasting at the moment in 6 with no revs on board at all. So he's definitely in fuel conservation mode. That's a big word to say when you're excited. Whereas he's actually starting to close that gap on fuel towards Adam, who actually fueled more in the stop. So tell you what, though, the GOAT, P3, he's actually almost level with them for fuel now. He's just driving the wheels off that amwash car as he goes sideways through the last turn. They're both going to grab the Bad Doctor down the straight, who moves over. So it's going to be a straight fight for the lead now between the 3 leading guys.
Can't forget that 5 minutes ago he had this race in the bag.
Yeah.
It was one and done. And
he'll have nightmares about seeing that pit wall coming towards him, I reckon.
Absolutely.
Oh, Adam had a big wiggle there so that's going to compromise him now. That's that cursed area.
I think Goat's going to get him here.
He's going to get a run. Look at him, tucks right in underneath the back bumper there of the Red Mist car. Red Mist goes right to the inside there with Adam. See that? Gamesmanship started already. Right down the white line.
Going to have to use the outside.
Now he's going to walk him across. Look at this. Walks across the track, tries to hold him on the outside. Goat's like, no, thank you very much. Just tucks around the outside and away he goes.
Oh, geez, he might do it yet.
Karen's heartbeat just went up a couple of notches, I reckon, seeing MountainGoat to go to P2. He'd be praying to the, looks like the Death Grip racing car in the background there to say, please just hold him up that little bit more for me.
Well,
that's 1.4 seconds.
Now for Karen, has been getting that traffic, getting through the traffic.
Well, he's got clear air now. There's no traffic. There won't be any more traffic before the end of the race now. This is it. So once they clear that Death Grip car, the second and third, that's it for traffic. They won't have to worry about it. It's a fuel race now. It's a tyre race. It's grip. It's fuel. It's pressure.
Adam's not giving up on this second position, though. Right on the bumper.
What do you do here if you're at... Oh. Death Grip car out of the way. Oh, just gets out of the way. He had that little skip of a beat there. He tried to get out of the way and then the car's crossed up on him. But he got it gathered up. It's 1 second to the lead now, ladies and gentlemen. MountainGoat closing in on Karen.
What's that fuel situation starting to look like now?
Karen is... Oh, he's looking dangerous for fuel now. I think he's right to get home. MountainGoat's not much better off. And Adam is better than the pair of them. So Adam has saved a huge chunk of fuel in this last stint. He's going to have car to battle with at the end.
This should be the
But Karen's starting to feel the pressure. It's 0.7 of a second.
This would be the penultimate lap, I would have thought.
Yeah, it is. It's 2 minutes to go. They'll get this down this lap here, and then there'll be 1 to go. Huge pressure here on Karen now. This is going to be the biggest he's had to race all season.
Oh, the slide.
Look at Goat there, backing it in there through corner capo. Adam's in this as well, though. Is he sideways on the exit?
Oh, this is the smallest mistake here is going to hurt.
Yeah, it's going to hurt a lot. Sideways again for the kid. Look at this. He's just running that car out on the back wheel. That rear tyre on that car is absolutely baked. 140 on the clock at the line. They have to do 2 more. There's 2 laps to go.
1 more on this one. Yep.
This is penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen. As they all bunch up for the lead. This is 3 cars.
On the line here, guys. Karen is on the line.
He's going to be in deep trouble for fuel. They've gone too far. He's feathering the throttle already through Aria. He's trying to save fuel.
They've gone too far and too fast. They've got here too quickly.
On the radio, Morgan Davies says Goat and Karen are good for fuel. On the radio. And look at Adam. Adam's in the prime position here. Goat goes around the outside down the hill. Karen's backed out of this a little bit.
He has.
He's trying to save. He needs to get behind him and save.
No.
The Goat's in front.
Yeah.
But he's on fuel compromise as well. They're all on the light now, guys. They're all on the light. This race isn't over.
Just to quickly check Maverick, what do we got? 7-second back gap from Maverick to Karen. If this top three gets in real serious...
Maverick's on the light too, though.
Okay.
Black Project's on the light.
They're all
Walkie's on the light. They're all on the light. So V8 is the guy with fuel. Currently 7th. He's got a corner of a takeoff board. Can the miracle happen? As the leaders go through the last corner now, they're just exiting through... What is that corner called? Corsa. Goat on vapor. Adam on vapor. Look at this death grip card. He's hanging with them now because they're all slowed up for fuel. And he's got Karen down the inside into 1. How's it look? Oh, gives him a slight touch. Backs out of it. Lets him get away with it. Doesn't want to do it that way.
Adam did well there.
Yep. This is the run through area. You've got to be clean through area. You've got to get the run down the straight.
Oh, go silly off there.
Oh, Karen way wide through area. Look at them walking the cars. They're already all in 6th gear. Goat is going to the inside. He's trying to break this slipstream. He cannot let them catch up. Barry's finished the line. Crossed the line in 8th. That's the first of the finishes. Goat blocking down the inside of the NASCAR. He's on fire sideways. Adam having another look. Flashing the lights at him going, get out of the way. Stop blocking.
He's driving all the right lines
through
here.
Alpha. This is through corner Alpha now. Adam's got to run. Block off. Now they'll go there from the Goat. That was aggressive. That was aggressive.
It was decisive, though. It was the one move.
Sideways.
He's way too sideways. Way too sideways. Adam takes advantage.
He's going to get him.
Adam's
He's going to get him for the lead. Adam's through. Karen now trying to make her way through as well. Adam's going to get this. He's going to win it. He's going to win it from here. 0.3 of a second clear of the field.
That's as long as no one runs out of fuel here.
Marco's gone. He's lost it. He's gone. Adam's going to win it. He wins it. Red mist. Dean's racing second. Black Project's going to get third, I think.
He will.
He did.
V8 gets 4th.
V8 got 4th, but they all ran out of fuel. V8.
That is nuts.
Oh my goodness.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the finish of the season. Where did the kid finish? 6th. He ended up in the pit lane. He skidded across the track, ended up backwards in the pits.
Oh my goodness. The kid ended up, that pit entry twice tonight.
Oh.
Group drama delivers once again.
Sorry, boys, I coughed all the way through that.
Me too. I've lost my voice.
Let's have a look at
Oh,
race
wow.
results. I don't know where these guys have finished. Just the Adam, really.
Great results.
That's a win to remember.
That's one for Womble this week. He's had a rough week, guys, with liveries and
absolutely
and stuff. And that's one for him to. They're all over it. Look at this.
Well done, boys. Congratulations. Well earned. That was amazing. Karen in second. Great drive, mate. Well done. Can hold your head up high. Black Project, how's that, mate? There you go, Lucas.
P3 for Blacklight. I'm so happy with that.
Blacklight.
He'd be stoked too.
Oh, mate, what a result. V8 manages to come through with the proper fuel calculation.
He got them all. Maverick was out of fuel. Goat was in the pits and out of fuel. Old Wakie was out of fuel.
Hard luck story, 100%. The kid, he really had that race there to be won. But look, he probably can't. Well, I'm sure that last corner incident's going to get looked at, but really he lost the race earlier than that, and that was that pit entry.
That mistake in the pit entry is what done it.
Yep. As I say, I'm sure the incident will be looked at and it'll all be worked out. But Old Wakie in 7th, great result. Berry 8th, Hardsoft, welcome back, mate. 9th, EBM Mitch in 10th, CB9 11th, Darkside, the bad doc in 12th, probably looking for a better result. Better luck next week, next time round, and the other Tyrone bringing up the rear of the field in 13th. Well, that's one we're going to remember for a while, aren't we?
Well, that's probably one of the races of the season, guys. I think that had it all. That had the drama, then the fuel drama when they got across the line with suddenly it became the penultimate lap, not the last lap. A lot of those guys weren't banking on them going that long. Just the race pace was so fast. Like V8 had the lap record with a 120.6, but all these guys were consistently in the low 121s. So they bought themselves into that extra lap at the very end of the race. I don't think they were banking on that.
And it's just interesting how even after his incident, the kid had a clear fuel advantage and he just wasn't able to get it able to maintain the fuel advantage in order to, make it work for him at the back end there. He used all of that advantage up trying to close up to that top two. Just gives you an indicator how quick that the front two were going, for MountainGoat to have to push that hard, a really probably an established A driver, to have to push that hard to keep up with Karen and Adam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just goes to show how even these guys are across the entire field, both Group A and B. These boys in B can knock off many of those A drivers in any given race. It's that close. We've seen it tonight.
You look at it. I look at it like this. I look at that race and go, those guys at the end, pressure's mounting, fuel light is on in your face, and it's going to be in the middle of the screen by then too, because they're that low on fuel. They'll be telling them they're going to run out of fuel. Tyres are gone, and look at how clean that racing still was. There was sliding. There was a little bit of touch here and there, but. No one got unloaded. No one got put off the. There was no one having to have to check up and try and give the spot back. It was just clean, hard racing at the front of the field for the win of the race.
And entertained mid-pack that battle, Maverick and
Black Project.
Project. The entire race was just amazing to watch and so entertaining to watch. They did a magnificent job tonight.
Maverick was one of those other guys that ran out of fuel at the very end. The Black Project just had enough in it to get the car to the line. Look at that, gets third position.
Amazing. Podium
That's
finish.
what I mean. You stay in it as best as you can. V8, again, stay in it.
Said that, probably...
V8 would have passed them all, though, if they all ran out. He would have got all of them, because he wasn't even on the light yet.
Damn, there you go. We were worried for Karen...
there you go, guys.
When he came out of pits.
You guys are watching from home, can't see this, but I can see the chat history coming up on the side of my screen at the moment. MountainGoat in the chat. Karen Unleashed just said that was a phenomenal race. There you go. So straight away, the guy that loses in the last corner, finishes sixth, is straight in the chat telling the other guys how good of a race it was. That's what we want to see.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, it's going to be a tough one for Group A to live up to and to follow.
It's the track, I think. Because the Group A race here last week was phenomenal as well for both BMW and for Ferrari. So
whether Interlagos is able to, whether Interlagos is capable of producing similar sort of racing, who's to know? Will we find out? It'll be interesting to see how all these points pan out now. Who moves up? Who moves down? We saw a great race in the BMWs. Saw fantastic driving from some of our old school members there. A flat stick coming through with a fifth in his first race for the season, and a race won by Ghost, who drove an impeccable race to beat a very competitive Stickers. Those two will be at it for the entirety of this season.
Look, I'm going to go out there too with that and say that's a win that Ghost really needed.
Yeah.
Like, he's had you would say a questionable start to the season for Group B, because he went into the pre-season as the unbackable favourite to win Group B, didn't he? Like, we all know.
And he's a confidence driver. He's one of those guys that thrives off the back of success. So he can get the opposite side to that is he can get a bit down on himself too,
exactly.
When it's not going his way. But this will rectify that, and I'm sure he'll go into the rest of this season.
Carried in the chat, FML fuel.
That's the new guy.
Karen's car was the lightest car going into the last lap too, so he was the one that was fuel compromised, leading the way, and he got swamped at the end, unfortunately.
You sure they fired the fuel man, or?
Yeah.
They must have hired from the same group as they got the first time round.
Probably.
They're using the same calculator, different bloke, same calculator, same problem. But yeah, no, that's
goddamn Casios
produced a great race. Anyway, gentlemen, so maybe the call for Driver of the Day. We need to get that done. So Driver of the Day chat, I think there's still about 40 of you still watching. You can pop it out there if you haven't already. I see Adam and Black Project getting plenty of mentions. V8. Geez, we're going to have to go back through and count these. Who's Valentino? Oh, I'm sure that's got to be V8.
That's the bad doctor.
Oh, okay. Valentino. It's spread out a bit. It's one of those races.
Benny Leonard Driver Day Valentino, you idiot. It's hard to say, like, without being a TO that's like trying to jack his own driver. But I'm going to give it to Black Project simply because of that battle with Maverick for the entire race, and then getting himself into the race at the end there as well, because he had himself that little bit of a fuel window right at the very end, and he's got snagged third position out of that at the end of the race where the leaders were all running out. Got himself to the end. So that's that strategy playing into the end where you give yourself that little bit of a window.
Nailed the replays, driver of the day.
You did too, mate. Great job on those replays tonight. That was excellent.
Just, I had V8.
My shout-out too is going to be for Adam as well, I think.
Yes.
It's
tough to split the two.
I would put pressure tonight from Adam.
But Adam just sat on it and showed, nerves of steel, really. That final lap, when he was in third, I kept thinking to myself, if I was any one of these three, I'd want to be in his shoes, with the two in front of him, watching what's happening in front of him and giving him the opportunity to assess what's happening with it all clearly in front of him. And it paid out that way in the end, fortunately for him. But just a shout out to Karen. That was an incredible drive tonight. He really did dominate parts of it.
I don't think anyone wanted to be Karen tonight either, especially going into that last lap. Nobody wanted to be in that position.
No.
That was a tough place to be going into that last lap, leading the way with no fuel left.
Yep.
You don't want to be that guy.
No, and the boys behind took full advantage of it, but he's come through with a second. Big stack of points, great result. Entertaining race to watch. So, Mountain for driver of the day. Yeah.
Just to answer your question there, Karen, keep an eye on... I'm sure Benny, a.k.a. Filthy, will have that under control either by the end of the night or tomorrow-ish to let you know what's happening for position changes for Group A. You guys up towards the top, though, especially yourself, knowing that you're up towards the pointy end. The guys that are in that red zone in the middle there, going up or down,
so
just keep an eye.
At least one change in both BMW and Ferrari. More likely than not. So we'll work out driver of the day as we sort of move into... next week's racing, round 4 into Lagos Group A. Should be interesting. Looking forward to it. And also, what do we got Thursday night? Again, guys, remember microsector. Jump on for a bit of shits and giggles.
That's gonna be a big one, guys. So make sure you get onto that one because
big announcements.
The announcement for season 3. So for drivers, for team owners, all you guys need to be well aware of what's going on.
Any chance we could get the good doc in the commentary box with us for this announcement on I
think I might jump in and just have a quick go and let everyone know what's going on and break it down for you and what it means.
We'll have another special guest with us along with the good doc. So we'll leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed tonight. Exciting racing. I certainly enjoyed it, and I'm sure that Pete NASCAR had a good night tonight. Enjoyed it, mate?
Yeah, certainly did, mate. As I said before, definitely lived up to its billing. So
bring more of it, I say. That was fantastic. Thanks again, good doc, for joining us tonight, mate. Commentary.
No problem. Pleasure to be here, mate.
Enjoyed every moment of that. And, ladies and gentlemen, that was as good as it gets. I hope you enjoyed tonight. We hopefully have a repeat of, or at least half as good as that next week. Will do me fine. We'll see you on Thursday night, Microsector. Other than that, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon. Cheers, guys.